she was like singing the song to her. I'm like, Paw Patrol, that song. And I was like, it's movie day. Are you ready to go pick up Mima? And she like jumped out of bed and just was so excited. And then I've had this costume for about a month, but I hid it because she'd want to wear it every day. And so I pulled out the costume and showed it to her, and she was just, I mean, she was ready to go in like 5 minutes. I can't get her dressed on a weekday to go to school under 30 minutes because I'm fighting her the whole time. And today she hairbrush, yep, just ready to go. And we went and watched the movie with my mom. It's the one kind of where they bring food to you and drinks and stuff. So it was great.
Okay.
And then we went to our friend Kirkwood. He created this CadabraCon in Portland, Texas, and he had like he had different actors like the Power Rangers, and then just voice actors. He had some Star Wars, the trio there, and so we went. He gave us. He's such a good friend to us. He gave us tickets and was like, "Go meet whoever you want to meet. Do whatever you want to do. Film if you want. Y'all have, we've been best friends with him forever." So we went and listened in on the panels, and Chloe and Mima went and did all the things and made Blue Animal. Oh, it was so much fun. So it was an awesome, awesome day. And then I get to end it with you guys. I'm excited. Hi,
Uh-huh.
hi Danny D. I hope you're doing well.
Hello.
Hey,
Right.
just Cody.
Hello.
Kalak. Hey,
What's
Scott
going
McNeil.
on?
I hope you're doing well.
Hey.
Scott, you always change your profile picture, and I notice. I love it. Um, Everybody's saying hello to each other. So, how was y'all's day? Clock, I know you went to DC.
Yeah, we left early. Well, we left early to go, not as early as we wanted to. We got down there about 11:30, I guess it was. Took the metro from Branch Avenue in, and took about 30 minutes on the metro. And it was the World Culture Festival 2023, and we actually didn't see much of the stuff for that. Um, Nothing had really started yet. Some of the tents had popped up, and they had like 70 some food trucks. Well, we started walking through the food trucks, and all of them were vegan. And we were like, yeah, I'm not much on the vegan. So we ended
No?
up going to find a food truck that had like burgers and hot dogs and pizza. Um, well, from there, I haven't been to the monument since I was probably 7 or 8 years old. So I was like, well, let's walk down to the monument. Well, then we get to the monument, and I was like, oh, well, just past that's the World War II memorial. I've never been to that. So we walked down to that, and I filmed all the World War II memorial, like probably 40 minutes. Um, and then I was like, well, never been to the Lincoln Memorial. So walked down the pool and went up to the Lincoln Memorial and did that. And then we walked back. We were going to go to the Smithsonian. The We wanted to go to the castle one, and it was closed for renovations. So we ended up just going home because by then it was like 4 something, and it was getting late. We were all tired of walking.
Bad.
That's cool. So, I'm guessing new content coming soon?
Oh yeah, I've already put out one thing.
Yes, good. I'm excited. I've never been to DC. I've always wanted to go and visit those things, but I haven't been. And so I look forward to your vlogs.
I bought two magnets to give away on the for trivia's.
Oh, good.
Sweet.
So continue to talk. I'll show you.
Okay. Tony, how was your day?
It was pretty good. It was went out and just kind of did some shopping a little bit. Lisa's wanting me to make another pot of that chili for a deal she's got going at work. So we're gonna work on that tomorrow. This time see if we can't get the recipe exactly the way it's supposed to be. Uh, And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to work on another video for probably smoking a brisket. And since we got all day tomorrow. Oh, we may do something on homemade yogurt too.
Oh, that sounds good too.
Tony, I can help you with the chili. Take the beans out.
Oh, actually, I mean, it's just where I grew up. I mean, we always had beans in our chili.
Us too.
I know in your video you said without the beans it's not chili. I like it without beans.
Yeah.
Ooh, a debate.
So what do you make it without beans? I've never even heard of chili without beans.
Okay, we got like Coney Islands here with the chili cheese dogs and all that chili dogs.
Okay, so it's just like meat sauce and meat.
Yeah,
right?
it's everything but the beans.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it still tastes real good without them, but
yeah,
just
so you don't have like chunks of tomato and like cornbread with yours, Armstrong?
Yeah. You can have that. I just like the beans.
Oh, because like when I think of chili dogs, I think of like when you go get like a can of Wolf brand chili and open it. Like,
well, I'm okay. My taste buds are about as big as clocks. Just simple chili, simple foods, chicken tenders. I'm good. You won't get a complaint if we have some good chicken tenders on the booze cruise. You won't hear a complaint about the food from me.
Okay. Well, those of you in chat, do you add beans to your chili or no? Or do you even like chili?
I know the last couple times we ate chili, they were doing like 13 bean chili and stuff.
Yeah,
like 13 different types of beans. I'm like, it doesn't have to be that many beans.
Yeah.
I've seen that recipe as well, and it's a little much for me. But
yeah,
there are some individuals that came in. Lady CZ, hey Lisa. Cruising Scene, hey Sharon. And tomorrow, guys, she's going to Windstar tomorrow. I'm so
Oh, nice.
I know. Hey Scott.
Hey Scott.
Hope you're doing awesome. While I have Scott, Controversial Cruising, pulled up, Bill, Armstrong Adventures, has an awesome show with him on Wednesdays. Oh, that's cool, Cluck.
And it's a magnet in the mail, so it comes already on the thing with the postcard. So you just send the whole thing out. They get a postcard, and then they can take the magnet off and use it. So I got that one, and then I got the Lincoln Memorial one.
Okay, and we just have to play trivia on Sunday?
Yeah, I'm gonna do one tomorrow and then one next week. We are gonna do our live tomorrow, so I gotta set it up.
All right. Well, I'm not modding tomorrow because I'm playing for that. Those are cool.
Oh, you're on your birthday, on your anniversary.
Well, we went out all day today. We went out Friday night, and we're gonna go out tomorrow morning and do some pedicures.
Yes. Is there a vlog on that?
No.
I feel like a big spoon right now.
Yeah.
That would be a good one though, Mike. I'm telling you, men that don't get manicures and pedicures, and again, don't look at my nails right now because I bite my nails.
Yeah,
but manicures.
Oh, I'm terrible on the biting the nails.
Yeah,
I'm like the worst person ever.
Yeah.
I forget how old I was when I finally learned about it. And I'm like, I've been missing this all my life.
I wish. Can y'all convince Andrew, because he could almost swoop down and catch dinner with his. So.
I mean, it's like the whole the calf massage and the foot massage. I mean, my goodness, it's good.
It helps with the circulation on your legs.
It does.
The doctor actually told my dad to start doing them because of the circulation in his legs.
They're yes, I think you should love that. And like men get petties too. It probably watched. At least the comments would probably be good. Let's see. Cruising Scene says they have beans in their chili. Controversial loves all chili. And then Danny D asks, what color do you get?
Depends on how I'm feeling today.
Cruising Scene.
Well, I just get mine buffed to a shine. My fingernails, I get them buffed to a shine.
No, I don't do any of that stuff. Just the massage and the dead skin.
That's so cool. I love that you do that with Ricky. So
I'm
y'all
way
need to
overdue.
y'all tell Andrew because he could use a pedicure or two. Hey Nick P, I hope you're doing well.
Hello.
And Danny D's laughing. Bill, how was your day?
It was fine. And whenever it's football season and football is on, it's a good day.
My son went to the Maryland game today.
How do they do?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him.
Okay. I don't think I saw their score. But yeah, no, I've been watching football all day. I'm supposed to be on YouTube doing stuff, but of course not. I'd rather watch football. Anything but create a video.
Oh, I get
That's
that.
the way I am too. So
I'm too. Do you know how many?
my son went to the football game a couple weeks ago for the first time ever, the college football,
Yeah.
and he loved it so much. He wants to go every time now.
It's fun. I know people like it's. You can get a better view a lot of times at home on watching television with the replays and all the other stuff. But the atmosphere of being at the game, I mean, it's fun, especially like a college game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
His buddy goes to Maryland, so they get to sit in the students section. So I'm sure it's a big party.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, he said Maryland beat Indiana 44-17.
Okay.
They did. And hello, Carnival Cruise addicts, welcome in.
Hello.
That was today. So the topic today was price increases. I left it kind of general, but it seems like Carnival just recently, I think yesterday or a couple days ago, had information about price increases. They've increased the internet. I know, like, it feels like 3 times in the past year. We had a discussion about Royal increasing their prices, even suggesting that they are going to charge for, the charge for the adult areas for what you're getting, the charging if you're sitting by the pool, just an MSC, those different things. So I thought we could just kind of have an open conversation about it. I know I started cruising in the early 2000s. Bill, I know you've probably, you're cruising around that same time frame. And I just kind of wanted to see kind of where things were when you came into cruising and how they've changed now, I think is my first question. Like, how are the prices then and how are the prices now, in your opinion, on cruising? And then we'll dive a little deeper.
That's to me?
Sure. We'll start with you, Bill.
Okay. When I first started cruising, I thought, it was like everything was included, your port charges and taxes. It was the best way to travel at the time. I mean, I started cruising like in 1990. Now, with the prices going up and the nickel and diming, I can still do it. But again, I don't want to, drinks. I mean, drinks used to be reasonable. Now, I mean, they're higher than like on land. A lot of times, I mean, $12, $13, $14 for a drink. I guess, to buy the drink package, but I don't drink enough to buy to justify the drink package. It just seems like back when I first started cruising, you didn't have all that. You didn't have all the pushing for the drinks. You didn't have every night they line up in the hallway where you had pictures. It was like only on formal night did they set up for the pictures, and it was a big deal that night. People dressed up and they went and took pictures. I mean, it's just totally different now, and all the cruise lines, and not just Royal, where they start just nickel and dime you, and it takes the fun out of cruising. Hey, you can't sit over here in the good section because, well, you want to be close to the rail, you got to pay extra. You want to be by the pool, you got to pay extra, and not like a little extra, $200-$300 for a seat by the rail or a bed by the rail. No thanks. But just all that. I mean, nothing against Royal Caribbean, Coco Cay, a water park. How much? 100 and how much for the water park? For a water park? I'll take the beach over here and do it for free. But
and it's only a couple hours.
Yeah, if people are willing to pay it, they're going to charge the Icon and dynamic pricing. Well, if you're on the Icon, it's going to cost you $100. If you're on Enchantment of the Seas, yeah, $65. I mean, it just seems like you're nickel and diming everybody to death now, and I don't like it. And I stopped spending a lot of money on the cruise ships just because of that.
I agree with you. And I was going to welcome in Najima Brown. I hope you're doing well. And Will G, I hope you're doing well. Will G, guys, he's 7 days. He's on the dream.
Must be nice.
I know it's probably less than that now because it's a Saturday. And oh, I know it. Y'all said how to say this channel last night. Moonsey channel, Muncie channel,
Muncie.
Yep. Hey, welcome in. It's good to see you. And that's kind of the same for me. So when I started cruising, I was in my teens with my parents. So, I probably don't realize the cost a whole lot because, you know how it is when you travel with your parents. But I remember things being like extras, being included. Like you still receive the chocolate on the pillow, and Bill, you're right. I mean,
Right.
the formal nights were a big deal. You didn't have to even bring your tux. You could rent one. They had a whole studio there. It was a full deal. And then yes, they didn't have the pictures every night. You weren't tripping over the photographers trying to get to dinner, and up and down the stairs. And I remember little things like even like the channels on the TV were different. Like you could even sit in your room and enjoy the movie. You could watch the movies under the stars in your room. Uh, they had interesting things like all the tours like now they do I guess the VIP tours like go behind the scenes and stuff. That was kind of included on the last day, I think. I don't remember them charging it when we went on the Triumph in 2003. And you could go and they would do like all the different sculptures and stuff. It was really cool. And I feel like they've taken some of that away. And I remember my dad telling Lisa and Tony like, "Oh, and we had this and we had this and we had this." And then when they went on their first cruise in 2010,
Yeah, it's 15.
Yeah.
2015, some of that had been already taken away. So I don't know. I feel, and I know they have to make their money. I understand that, but the last couple of cruises I have kind of felt a little nickel and dime myself.
It's almost like they're going the way of the casinos, because when we started going to casinos, you got all this stuff free, and then they started slowly doing away with the free drinks, the cheap food, and all that. And now it's like some of the cruises are, they're going that route too.
Now
Another thing on the photographers, I don't know if Carnival does it or not, but Royal here lately has been every night at dinner they want to come around and get you to take a picture and get everybody together, and we're like in the middle of eating. It's just
yes, and
no.
those are the most unattractive pictures to me because it's like like, do I still have gravy on my face where I was just enjoying my whatever. And
it didn't used to be that way. And again, you didn't have the internet, so you disconnected from everybody, years ago. And you were talking about the TV. In the TV, they had like a couple of movies that they played. You didn't have a big choice. You had a couple of movies you could pick if you wanted to do that. But again, just everywhere you go, every time you walk into the Lido deck, you got somebody from the spa trying to get you to buy the spa package. Oh, come on and try it. Come. Here's the drink package. Here's the specialty dining package. And it didn't used to be like that. I understand they have to make money. I would prefer you just charge me up front so I don't have to try to, hey, can I sit over there by the pool? Well, that's going to be extra whatever. Well, again, the price that they were charging, it was just astronomical. I couldn't believe the price for one day. But again, if people are willing to pay it, the price is going to be whatever the market will bear.
Yep, and they're pushing the specialty dining on you too.
And the prices have gone up so much on that.
They really have.
And you used to be able to get a good steak in the main dining room, a quality steak, quality food. Then they started going to the specialty restaurants. Well, now they had to cut down the quality of the food in the main dining room. So, again, it's come a long way since I started cruising.
The same with us. It's changed quite a bit.
It has. And I still buy some of the photo packages, and I still kind of go to the steakhouse and stuff. But in the last year or two, I've seen it go from like what $20 something to $48. It's and then Chloe's 3, so now they're charging me for a meal she's not even going to eat. So.
And that's per person on those.
I think it's $48 per person now.
It's something. You don't get much of a discount.
No.
Can you all hear the rain sounds on my mic when I got it unmuted?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's got the rain
Goodness,
sounds.
it's so loud.
Well, she's got the rain sounds playing because she's sleeping over there.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Cruising Scene says you can take your own beautiful pictures in the stairway. Yes, you can.
Exactly. And I was about to ask you that. You still buy the picture package?
Some of them, yeah.
Maybe with Chloe to see, just have her grow up and like a family portrait, because I would do that. I will have a picture back here somewhere where I took it. We dressed up me and my kids. We dressed up one night, took a picture, and every so often I would do that one picture. I would never buy one of their pictures.
I usually still buy a couple of them. But you know what I've gotten to what I do is I take my cell phone, and while I'm looking through the 50 pictures, because they take a billion, I'll just kind of try to.
I want to say Royal, I get a free picture when I become Diamond or something.
Oh, okay. How much are they on Royal? Because they're $21.99, I think.
I have never bought pictures.
That's for one picture.
Yeah,
20
I
by
have never
10.
bought pictures.
That's
And-
crazy.
And then on some of the ships, it's not even the picture. You get the digital, and you got to go to Walmart and pay them to print it off for you.
Well,
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
will
they
give
charge
you a nice 20% off on embarkation day if you want it. Or they do the free free wallets. But I learned on the Vista, so I was doing like the digital pictures on the Vista, and I was just selecting. I bought the 15 package, but it was Chloe's 3rd birthday, and so instead of having a photographer and doing all of that, I just did the Carnival package because we were actually sailing on her birthday. And so I bought all the outfits and just had them do it. And anyways, I was selecting pictures as I went with the digital. Well, I didn't realize I was selecting it in the time frames where I got free wallets. It didn't click because I didn't see the actual pictures in the photo area. I was just like selecting. Well, then the last night they brought me all these wallets, and I was kind of excited. I'm gonna be honest. It worked out for me. So they get the drink package, but don't buy the dining package. Yeah, the drink package we just don't even consider anymore. We don't even the bubbles. I mean, the bubbles used to be like, I don't know, $5
$10
a
or
day,
something like that, wasn't it?
$10.
Well, aren't like if you buy individual soda, it's like $3, $3.50
For a can.
per can. I mean, my goodness.
But
So I normally do on Royal. I catch the refreshments package when it goes on sale, and it goes on sale for like $19 a day or something like that. And you get all your specialty coffees, you get all your sodas, you get non-alcoholic drinks. So I do like virgin mudslides and virgin strawberry daiquiris and stuff, so that when I'm sitting up on the pool deck in the middle of the day, I can get like my frozen drinks. Me and the wife. I'm just not big on alcohol, so I still like to have that frozen drink. And every morning I get up and go do the specialty coffee. But even that, they just jacked the price up on that from it. I think the normal price was $34.99, and now it's $39.99. So that went up another $5. But like I said, if you catch it on sale, you can get it for $19. So that's like 50% off. But you really have to watch. It's like Black Friday and one or two other times throughout the year.
yeah. Nick P says next year I'm taking several Australian trains that are more like a cruise ship, fancy dining, and we make stops along the way. Take local tours in the outback, so much better than the traditional train. That's cool. I haven't even considered that.
Wow.
That's really
That sounds
really neat, Nick.
Yep.
So follow Nick P for I'm sure he's gonna have. Nick, do you post videos? I think you used to, but I didn't. Last time I looked, I didn't see a whole lot. But let us know if you're dropping videos. We only bought one picture, and it was on our first cruise. So Andrew and I we would just buy one, and then sometimes I would just take it. As cell phones came more advanced, I would just take one picture of us, like, hey, here's us in Jamaica. Andrew, go get your fancy polo on. Let's stand at the back of the ship. Here's our picture. But then since we've had Chloe, we started buying them again. But I Jubilee, I have not bought the photo package because it was like $200 for 10 photos.
I think our first cruise, I didn't buy a picture. they had some of the albums on sale, and I bought a photo album, and it has like the carnival and the ship. I think it had the ship on it and everything else like that, just so we could go home and make our own because we had taken so many pictures during the cruise.
Yeah, and we bought an album a long time ago, and I think even it's the same album, but I think it's like $5 more now. It's like the blue with the coral, whatever on it, and and I would stick one in there every time. But same thing, like we just got into where I've got the canvases I got for free with my photo package. Yeah, they're still rolled up in a tube because you got to go get them framed, and I'm like, well, that's going to cost me some money when I go to Hobby Lobby for that. So here they are in the tube. Family pictures. One day we'll go on a canvas. Are you still allowed to bring a 12-pack of soda or pop on board? Yes. And if you drink Red Bulls or energy drinks, you can bring them too. I always bring like a 12-pack of Red Bull, and Andrew brings a 12-pack of Coke, and then Chloe brings a 12-pack of Sprite. And Daddy,
that refreshment package that I was talking about covers you on Red Bull and stuff too.
Nice to know. Yeah. I usually end up, somebody on the ship, it never fails, will be like, where'd you get the Red Bull? And I'm like, I brought them. And they're like, you got any more? And I never drink them. That's how I make friends on the cruise ship. Unless my mom's with me. My mom can drink some Red Bulls. Hello, Tinkerbell, traveling with Tinkerbell. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Bruce, Ocean to Ocean. I'm listening while working. That's awesome. Thank you for joining us.
Another time or two.
Mm-hmm.
Picture prices went up in a flash. Yeah, it's
Rock, you got it. You got the joke, right? See, Jennifer didn't get it.
I feel I feel
Dad
like my
joke.
friend. I feel like my friend. It went right over my head.
It really did.
I'm like, yeah. Fail.
Either that or it was a really bad joke and you didn't find it funny. Either or.
No, it went over my head. I was just like, yeah, they went up really quickly.
That was a good one last night.
The lighthouse.
Yeah.
My poor friend. She didn't get it. Actually, I pointed at that lighthouse today and I was like, Andrew, you should have brought Clock's shirt. You could jump out on the road and I could take a couple pictures. So
they have like 5 for $99 or something like that on the pictures. But I mean, every one of them, it's like they pose you exactly the same. And who wants 30 pictures, 30 different outfits with the exact same pose? I mean, exactly. It's just ridiculous.
And I'm a bigger person, so they'd always want me to pose kind of weird. I'm like, look, I'm not trying to show all this middle. Can you kind of like, can you get the ship behind me? But I don't want this standing with my foot out. Okay, I'm not gonna buy that one.
Yeah, well, and some of the poses they put you in are just, I mean, it's like,
weird.
It would be different if there was a natural pose, but some of the poses that they've put us in, it's like you're sitting there and it's like, who would sit like this?
There's one.
I didn't take the picture. This hurts.
Why would anybody sit like this?
I mean, that white couch that they want to put you on, they wanted me to pose like I wouldn't even lay on my own couch that way. And I'm like, are you kidding me? No.
So
and they're just like, oh yeah, pull this up here, do this.
No. Lisa, you were on that cruise with my mom's sister. So my mom's sister Maureen was in like this black dress, and they had her on this like white couch, and they had her posing, and my mom was like, she looks like a seal. Like the way they had her. Like, it was, I mean, my mom was like, Maureen, turn your head, please. You're not going to like these pictures. Turn your head a little bit. Because the way they had her, like, my mom was like standing there, because they're rotating in and out. And mom's like, Maureen, I'm telling you right now, like, to either change your foot position or fix something. Like, you're not going to like it. And anyways, Maureen saw them. She was like, why did they position me like that? I look like I'm about to like catch a fish. It was awful. But there's some like too where they have you posing with Andrew, and it's like it's like the coldest, like weirdest, like pose. It's like yeah, it's weird. Anyways, hi Marcia from See Me Traveling. I hope you're doing well.
So one of the pictures that they had for me and Tony to do, it was like we were supposed to wrap our arms around each other, and then at the other hand, he had it like on my arm somehow, which I'd never let him hold me. I'm just like, it's too restricting. And they told me, well, put your hand on his breast, and we both looked at him and went, he doesn't have one. So you guys know he's a breast cancer survivor and had a double mastectomy. So the guy was just like, wait, what? They're like, he doesn't have one. So how about just here on his stomach? And they're like, okay. And we're both dying laughing. And the guy was just like, totally lost, had no idea what we were talking about.
Yep.
Yes.
This last cruise, Andrew and I asked the guy, like, can we do some fun pictures? Like where it looks like I'm throwing him off the railing, or like, can we do some fun ones? Because I needed them for the channel. And he was like, you don't want to pose kissing? I'm like, no, I want to look like I'm throwing him overboard, and I need it for YouTube. And the guy was like looking at me like all kinds of like weird, like.
Well, they didn't teach me how to do that picture.
Yeah.
He's probably standing there going click, 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 click. So he had evidence in case everyone missing.
Right. Yes, it's wild, guys. We bought a towel animal that holds a 5x7 picture on the Norwegian. See, that's different. I think that's cute, and that's something I would buy for Chloe, like the towel animal. That's cute. But their weird little carnival frame, yeah, for $25, no thanks.
I kind of like the porthole frame. I haven't ventured out to get it yet, but like $39 for a porthole? No, that's
Justin and Joe have that one, and it looks really cool. And Marcia says, I agree with the poses. You turn yourself into a pretzel and show the worst side and small. Yes. I told the guy one time, I was like, I'm not going to buy these. Like, can you just kind of like hear up? Andrew and I, like have Chloe, like. Anyways. So back to price increases. Photos is definitely one of them.
Yep.
Specialty dining. Bill, have they always had the steakhouse? I remember the steakhouse kind of in like the 2000s, but I don't remember all the others.
Well, I don't know. I can't tell you exactly when. It's probably in the 2000s. But again, that's when they cut the quality of the food in the main dining room, and they started. Well, no, they had this. They had the steakhouse. You had a good steak in the main dining room, so you didn't have to. There was no need to go to the steakhouse. Well, they cut the quality of the steak in the main dining room to kind of force you, if you wanted to go do that, have a better atmosphere. They pay you, but again, I forget what the price was, but it was like it's like half of what it is now.
Yeah.
And I mean, they just keep going up on the prices. I mean, I understand everything's getting more expensive. They're buying it in bulk. It's not that much more expensive.
Yeah.
Well, even I guess they introduced it probably about 10 years ago now, but like remember like you could get the steak and lobster, and now they want to charge that if you get that surf and turf and like I noticed last time when we asked about whatever steak they had, like the broil or whatever, and then if lobster, he was like, well, they might try to upcharge you on that or something. It was something, and I don't know if he just wasn't understanding what we were saying, but like they've added all those in the middle now, that middle section of like where it's an upcharge, or you can get the sushi boat and stuff like that too at the main dining for Carnival. I will find out. I haven't cruised on Norwegian yet, but I will find out in March how that works. I am excited to try Norwegian. My mother-in-law swears by it. She loves Norwegian. Like that's her brand. She thinks Carnival is not the best.
So I've been on 10 cruises now, and the only time I've done specialty dining is on Norwegian because it was included with our fare. We did I did the teppanyaki, and when we go on the Alaska, we'll get 2 specialty dinings. So I'm sure we're going to do teppanyaki and then figure out what the other one is. Not sure yet. What we're going to do.
We have 2 as well in March, and Andrew said that one, and he was looking at a couple different ones. I'm sure Andrew's mom's gonna want to go to some kind of specialty dining, so we're trying not to plan that one too much. But we got the drinks and all that with them, so with Norwegian, so that's gonna be fun too.
It was
With
a lot of
Carnival,
fun. They were they sang and everything else pretty much the whole time you're in there.
okay.
So they made it a whole event for everybody at the table and everything.
With Carnival, we don't buy the drink package because we don't drink enough to justify it. And with you're limited to one, one at a time. So it's not like I can go up and get Andrew and I a drink. Like we all have to do our card thing, and that annoys me. And then your sodas count, and then your water counts, and so you run through those 15. You can run through those 15 drinks kind of quickly if you're getting water, soda, coffee, and stuff. So we just haven't done it. We don't drink enough. Like we bring our own sodas on board, especially if we're going out of Galveston. So we haven't done that. So I'm looking forward to that experience as well with Norwegian.
I can't believe that water and soda count towards your drinks for the day.
Yeah,
Wow.
they did. They did. I don't know if Amy got like that big bottle of water. She just said the water was counting and she was really frustrated. But I don't know if she got that big bottle of water that they want to charge you for in your room now.
Right.
But
One of the free water was the regular size bottles, because I had the unlimited on the ship, and it was because I wanted to get the big ones, and they were like, oh no, that's not those. They charge for those, but the regular size should have been included in the price. I was under the impression the sodas, if you got the alcohol package, that it was 15 alcohol drinks and then anything else you wanted. 15 anything including alcohol. Because I'd get like pineapple mimosa in the morning and that would count, and then the coffee. And I've also heard too, I don't know if it's on all ships or what, I haven't even tried yet, but that you can get the coffee in like the casino. So I don't know if I can order the specialty coffee in there, or if it's just black with cream and sugar, or
You mean the spike coffee?
yeah.
Probably not the specialty, because they don't make it there, and they're not going to run down to wherever the coffee shop is, Java Blue, and get you one. I don't think.
see, Carnival Cruise Addicts is saying the same thing, Lisa. So that's what Amy was telling us. We've never bought the drink package because we don't drink. Can't justify $800.
Okay.
Well, we did it
make
once.
more sense.
Yeah. Sorry for
We just did it the once, and it was just we couldn't drink enough to. With him diving, he can't drink the day before.
Well, I can.
The night.
I just choose not to.
No, and it just wasn't worth it, and you can't one person get it. So,
like I said, she was saying that they counted them. So that was anyways.
Maybe it was just the big bottles.
Yeah.
yeah.
I just know they were frustrated, and they were like, this is why we choose Norwegian. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll try Norwegian.
Well, they said too, you're talking about the cans of soda and alcohol or wine. In Australia, they said that we could not bring the wine on board.
Yes.
That was not allowed. It seems like somebody said the sodas too. We just didn't try because
I want to say somebody else said sodas you're not allowed to bring on board in Australia.
That's weird.
But thankfully, they had Coke products, so that was good.
I'm a Coke product fan too.
Yeah.
They were talking about how much airfare has gone up. Yeah, airfare is wild right now.
Yeah, well, you can find it cheap, but then they start tacking on. Oh, well, if you want to sit here, it's extra. If you want to bring luggage, that this doesn't include carry-ons or check luggage. So, so before you know it, it's outrageous.
That's why I do Southwest as much as I can.
Same.
Because you know what you're paying. Your seats is general seating, and and the you get 2 bags each person. And this week they've had a sale. I mean, I don't think my flights to Vegas were that bad. I think I paid $360 round trip, something like that. I mean, even before the pandemic and all, I was paying $330, $340. So I mean, with the price of inflation and everything else, $30. I don't guess that's too bad. Now there for a little while, it was ridiculous. Like when we flew down to go to on Wonder of the Seas out of Port Canaveral, it was I think I paid $500 a person.
I was thinking for us to come back from Seattle next year is like $265 a person. And it's, it's not much more than that for us to fly from here to Houston, which, lift off and you're already starting to descend. So it kind of sucks that it's that much to get there and then turn around and get back. And then the price of the shuttle that we normally go with, it's a private company down there, has gone up about $10 too. So, but they pick you up, they stop you by Buc-ee's if you want to go, they'll run you around and drop you off at your hotel or at the port, wherever. So
yeah, and all the drivers, if I'm not mistaken, are ex-law enforcement or current law enforcement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or military.
Yeah.
So a little more comfortable getting in the car with them, somebody I don't know, and knowing that's their credentials. So
it's awesome.
I don't trust those ex-law enforcement.
Hey, now.
Watch it.
Never know. So thank y'all for clarifying that. Like I said, that's what my mother-in-law said. That's what she was upset about. But I will, maybe next time I'll just go, hey, go to customer service. Thank y'all for clarifying that. Sorry, I was wrong. They will if you give a good tip. That is true. They do a lot. They'll even throw extra shots in the casino if you're a good tipper. Like if they know that you're coming around like day 3 and like you're loyal and $1 or $2 every time, they'll throw in a shot. At least they have.
I haven't had that, but they do come around, fast. Matter of fact, it's like just keep them coming. Every 5 minutes, 15, whatever, just keep it coming, and they just keep bringing them back.
Yep. My brother on the Dream last year, he literally walked in, and the guy was like, Justin, you want whatever? And he's like, yeah, I'll be at my machine. He didn't even sit down yet, have his card out, anything. They were like, Justin, they just knew. So I do think good tipping does help.
It was funny when I did the Spirit. I had that packet, had that deal where you drink free in the casino. They let you use it at the casino bar, so you didn't have to be at a machine. You could walk up to the bar and get the drink. And I got to know the bartender, and as soon as I walk up, he just starts pouring my drink. It was the funniest thing. I enjoyed it so much. That was the best bar drinking experience I ever had, because I would go in there and bring my tumbler, bring something something like this, and I drink cognac. So if I'm going to the piano bar, I'd go get like 2 or 3 shots of cognac, put it in there, and go to the piano bar and sit there all night. And it would only cost me like $5 or whatever, $6 in tips.
I thought we tried that at the bar, and they told us you had to be actively playing.
That's what they told me too.
Well, that's again, that's why I said that it was Spirit. It was the only ship that I had that happen to me at.
Which is crazy because they're going to that casino bar anyways and typing in your number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've done that before. When a waitress, I like go by the bar, a waitress is going up there to drop off an order. Hey, can I just get a? I've been waiting for 30 minutes over here. Can I just get a drink? And they just add me onto their bill, and then they just hand me the drink. I shouldn't be telling you my secrets like this.
I sat there one day, placed an order, and 30 minutes later, I'm like, can I get my drink? And they're like, oh, when did you order? Like 35 minutes ago? Oh, what did you want? Okay, well,
Yeah.
Let's try it again. And that one came back pretty quick, but I have not had luck in the casino getting drinks very fast. You drink it, and it's like all the ice is gone because you've chewed it, waiting on somebody to come around, and it's just like ridiculous. And you go up to the bar, and they won't do it. So the times that I've been there,
It's I don't know. I just go to the machine and then try to make a friend. Like especially day 1, I'm like, hi, yeah, start off good. Where are you from? Okay, well, I'll be at this machine most of the week. Just so you know, I'm loyal to this lot. So they're from Ohio, and to drive to Florida is long. Yeah, I wouldn't want to make that drive either. It's like 17 hours for us, I think, from South
It's
Texas.
It's only that
14 for me, something like that. 13 to 14.
They would drive to New York City or Norfolk, though. Bill, you're kind of in that area. Do you drive to New York or Norfolk?
No, I fly everywhere. I don't try.
See, he has that connection.
Oh, see, Mike gets it. I
Yeah.
I
If I had that connection, I'd be flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, me too, but I just thought maybe before.
Well, the guys that travel
before. I only went out of Florida, and I always flew down. Like, this would be my first time going to New Orleans and Galveston. This is my first time. Other than Florida, I've only been to like Seattle and Long Beach.
Okay.
And the guys I flew with this week, we went on Southwest. You know, HR asked me, which airlines. I was like, I like Southwest because you can multiple bags. And of course, there were people from Bolivia that had a backpack, and I come an hour away, and I had two rolling suitcases, a backpack, and a carry-on bag, and I'm just like, hi. But one of the guys, he never flies anything but United or Delta because he's from Thailand, so he flies home. And he's, oh no, this my anxiety. No, I can't do Southwest. And I'm like, it's okay, Jack. And he's like, no, you can't pick your seat. You can, and I'm like, that's the best part is you just get on. And so when we came back, he sat there. We could check in at 2:45, and we were in the middle of a class, and he just stopped and started checking in, and he got like still B30. Oh no, this my anxiety, no. And I was like, well, I got C4. You did better than me. And of course, he's just like, oh, I'm just rocking. I can't do this Southwest. And I was like, it's okay. We made it. We landed, and I was like, see, Jack, we're back, and everything's good. And he's like, I never do Southwest. I was like, okay.
It was weird for me when I couldn't pick my seat too. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I used to always fly American, and when I switched over to Southwest, it was kind of weird to me too. But now I like it. So
I'm excited they fly to Hawaii. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish we'd done that last trip.
Muncie, you were on the Vloggers cruise. I don't know if I've met you on the cruise or not. I tried to meet as many as I could. I went through NCL when I did my flights, and I got one heck of a deal because they were doing the buy one, get one, and I was by myself. So I didn't think I was going to get any kind of hookup because I didn't have the second person. They actually gave me 50% off my flight. So I flew round trip for $149.
Wow.
They had a great bartender, O'Shannon's, and NCL tipping $1 to every time. Yep. And Marsha says casinos are slow. Yeah.
This one we had was on the horizon, and she knew when I walked up that I was going to have a blue Hawaiian, and she'd take the little toothpick or stick, whatever it was, and just line it with cherries all the way across instead of just the one. And she got at least $2 or $3 every time just because she had it ready for me pretty much as soon as I sat down. Oh, Lisa, blue Hawaiian? I said, yes, please. All right, there you go. She's the sweetest little thing, too.
Muncie Channel, he does have a face that you never forget.
Thanks, Bill.
What? It's so lovable.
This is where I wish Andrew was here,
I want Andrew there. I want the Andrew with a couple of drinks in him to be here.
No, because this would be instead of talking about price increases, he would be like, let's do karaoke. Let me rap for you. Oh,
y'all gonna do karaoke on the ship?
Nope.
I'll work on Andrew.
I get him a couple of drinks.
may to get him to stand up and do it may take more than a couple, but
Okay, 4, 5, 6, whatever it takes.
I've
That's
done
gonna
it
be
one time
Really?
on Wonder of the Seas. I sang Piano Man. Didn't realize how long that song is until you stand up in front of everybody for the first time singing it.
right.
Okay.
My wife was Ashley Slutz, if you remember her.
Did you happen to end up with the pineapple on your door? Because I'm fairly certain you did.
Oh boy.
Did it happen to look like this right here?
So a little side joke. So we were at the con today, and I didn't bring Chloe an extra shirt because normally when we go to those things, there's tons of shirts, tons of this and that, and she wants something. So I was like, I'm not gonna bring a shirt to get her out of the Paw Patrol costume because I'll probably buy one anyways instead of carrying one in. So I get there, and this particular con did not have a lot of shirt vendors, and I'm like, oh no. So I asked this lady if she has different shirts, and I'm like, do you have anything in like a 3T or 4T? And she pulls and she's going through, and she's like, only thing I have is this maroon shirt with a big pineapple on it. And
No thanks.
I was like, how much? She said $10. Well, Chloe was like trying to like start taking off her Paw Patrol thing in the middle of the con. So I was like, okay, yeah, you know, so we get it. Well, then Chloe decides she doesn't want to wear that shirt. She'll just stay in her Paw Patrol costume. And so, anyways, I take it back to Andrew, and I'm like, I got Chloe a shirt. She decides she wants to change, and he's like, really? This is the one you picked? I said, well, she can wear it on the cruise. He's like, no, she will not. Like, it was what they had. It was that or like some weird robot looking dude. I didn't know what he was.
Well, she can wear it. Just get like a little SpongeBob patch and sew it on there.
Yeah. We were beside the Naughty Cruiser on deck 12 and had a bunch of pineapples on his door.
Oh, I remember. Ashley had a sign on her door. That's why I asked.
That's cool. So y'all cruise together.
Yep.
So I'm going to try to get us back on topic. I'm not the best at this. Bill's making a face, so.
Oh no,
I was just saying. So back on topic. So y'all are making me laugh. See this, y'all horrible. What about cruising fare? Like, I know often we talk about like me. I talk about I want that $100 deal, but then I'm like, they raised the steak price, so there's that. But then I look at like how much Royal has increased their prices, how much Norwegian's still kind of giving me sticker shock, guys. I know we've got the drink package and the specialty dining, and we say we want all that included, right? But they're kind of giving me a little bit of sticker shock. I think I'm a little more used to Carnival, where I'm like, okay, well, let me pay this price, and then okay, well, let me add the drink, or let me add this, or let me add the photos. Okay, let me add. So, what do y'all think about that in the last couple years as far as price changes go? Did I ask?
That's pretty much all we've done. I mean, she's been getting some pretty good deals. That's one of the reasons why we haven't tried any of the other cruise lines, is because she keeps getting the $100 deals.
and see, I'm kind of the same way. Here lately, it hasn't been as good, but I get sticker shock. Being a solo cruiser, when you start talking about $1,200, $1,400 for an interior room, well, now I'm up to $3,000 by the time you add port charges in, and for a 7-day cruise, it's like, man, I can do a lot of flying with it. I can go a lot of places on that kind of money. Yeah, back when Carnival had the $250 cruises and things like that, a 5-day $250 cruises, I'm in. I got you. I $500 for $100 a day for all I can eat, and I'm in. But No, it's Royal. They've lost their mind. Disney has always lost their mind. I mean, it was always just one day when I grow up, I want to be on Disney. But again, Royal had the same problem. 2009, the price for Oasis was so high that I never tried out the Oasis class ship because it was like twice the price of Carnival. So I mean, the ship looked really nice. I always wanted to do it, but the price was just so high.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, Icon. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah.
So my
Go
first
ahead.
cruise was Carnival Pride. We had a balcony room that was $1,900, and that was for a 7-day. And then we did the next year. It would be the same price, but we ended up getting 50% off because of the issues we had on our first cruise. But after the $1,900, we were like, well, let's try something else because we wanted to try a bigger ship. So we went to Oasis of the Seas was our next cruise. And I want to say it was right around $2,000. So $1,000 a person. And we got a balcony then too. So we were like, well, it's only $100 difference between this and that. And ever since then, it's pretty much I had to drop the balcony, and now it's $2,000, $1,000 a person for an interior. So essentially, it went from a balcony price to a interior price for the same amount now. So whatever the difference normally is, $500-$600, something like that, is how much it is higher. But now you go into the Icon, and instead of being $1,000 a person, it's $1,500 a person. And when I booked that, I was thinking, okay, that's just because it's the first sailing. Well, now I'm seeing that some of these sailings are going, and it's actually more than $1,500 for some of these other sailings. So I don't know what the hell they're thinking.
You gotta pay for those new private islands.
Yeah.
Make up for the money they lost when they weren't selling.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean that's the only thing is that. But the issue is, even when they get all that money back, if they haven't already, they're never going to say, okay, well, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and drop the prices now. They seen that they make the money, so they're just going to keep on making the money, and that's the issue I have with them.
Yeah, it's supply and demand. I mean, we're willing to pay it. And as much as we always talk about how much we love cruising to everybody, you got to cruise. Well, we create the demand. So yeah, that's why prices are going up.
Yep.
Good night, Will G. We appreciate you being here. And I agree. I mean, this is the most, we would normally cruise about once a year, and Andrew and I were usually on deck 1 or 2. At the bottom of the ship, barely made it, and we were, if hopefully it wasn't over $500 per person because it was kind of out of our price range at that point. Right. I mean, I $200 or $300 we were comfortable with, and then when I was looking at for an ocean view for NCL, we just paid over $4,000 for the 3 of us.
Holy moly.
I was like, Andrew, did you tell me that price before we booked it? And he's like, yep. You said okay. And I was like on.
And that's the Alaska, or that's for March?
That's for March.
Oh.
Yeah. Encore is killing me. Because I've got a balcony on the Alaska, but it's the same price.
The Wi-Fi that they give you is not, like, you're gonna have to upgrade it if you plan on
that's what
streaming and all.
That's what I was telling Andrew. I'm like, okay, so now we're going to upgrade. We're paid this much. I mean, of course, we kind of booked this cruise late. I think Andrew's family, there's like a group of 52 of them going. They got a much better rate than we did, but I mean, I was just shocked. Like, but there's a time when we would never even consider a cruise more than $500 a person, and now we're taking 3 or 4 of these a year, and that's our fault. But I'm just saying, like, like I told Andrew, I'm like 2026, we got the one with clock, and then we're gonna have to go back to those $100 deals.
Yep.
Re-strategize.
Yeah.
A Muncie channel would like you to share your group cruise information.
Okay. I will. Yeah, I'm a mod. So is
You
he
are.
in? Are they in your channel?
They're in
Your
mine.
chat?
Yep, they're in Nations.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give you the link to the Facebook group, and everything's on there. And I'll try to tell you as much as I can.
We can start off by saying who's all on that cruise.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. I'm working on trying to.
Oh, you're gonna put me on. Oh, okay, I'm on the spot.
He doesn't multitask too well.
So so far I know it's Clock Family Adventures. For that first sailing on the 4-day, the 3-day, it's a Destination Fun, Warm Strong Adventures, us, Controversial Cruising. I know there's a couple of other families going. This is where you have to help me out, Clock.
I'm sorry.
I'm horrible.
So you say Cruise Vet?
Cruise Vet Adventures.
The Cruise Vet. Ocean's trying, but he's not sure what's going to happen there.
He's going.
So us, Destination Fun, Embarkation Nation, of course, Warm Strong, Controversial Cruising. That might be it as far as channels goes.
The shows.
Oh yeah, the shows. That's right. And then there's a couple other people that are friends of Destination Fun's going, and I have a few friends that are going as well.
And Traveling Check, you're invited too.
Everybody.
It's
I
out
don't
of
know that I have the leave for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna spend it all in April, and then we have that. So that's 24. So yeah, and we have the family reunion also.
So it's on the Utopia of the Seas, leaving out of Port Canaveral. The first part of the sailing is the 13th through the 16th, and then the second we're doing a back-to-back, and then the 16th through the 20th. The Utopia of the Seas is only doing the 3-day and 4-day sailings right now. So a couple of us, not Warmstrong. I think Warmstrong, you're just doing the 3-day, correct?
Just the first one.
And a couple of others are just doing the 3-day, but some of us are doing the back-to-back. So we're going the 13th through the 20th. Clock has dropped the Facebook group there.
Yep. And it's, I think if you do both of them, it's right around $2,500 for the 7 nights. For an interior for 2 people.
Yeah. My wife wants to go on a cruise around her birthday and saw your group cruise below your name.
Yep.
Sounds
My
like
birthday is September 23rd, so we were going to do it closer to that, but ended up not working out that well.
Yeah, things happened, but we're excited to go, and that's right in their price range too. I know Bruce just mentioned, Bruce from Ocean Travel, he just mentioned that he pulled some rooms in there, right, Clock?
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
More rooms for that.
And I got his email address in there. I still have to update the pricing. Actually, let me put the pricing down on that as well. I got that from him the other day.
And Bruce has a group of hotel rooms blocked for us as well.
That's what I was going to say. Yep.
And it's a pretty good rate. Sorry, Clock, I wasn't trying to speak for you. I was just trying to help you.
Yep, I appreciate it.
Oh, hers is September 8th. Aw. Yeah, we would love to meet you. we're excited about that cruise. We're really, really excited about that one.
I am too. Just a new ship, new Oasis class ship, and able to get it in for like half of the price. Since I'm only going for the first half of the price of a regular ship, so it's like I get to see the ship, but only pay half.
Right. And it's only going to be a couple months old at that point, and we've never been to Coco Cay, so it goes to Nassau. Oh, we didn't say the ports. It goes to Coco Cay and Nassau.
Yeah, both rounds.
Both.
And the what else was I going to say? Oh, I was just going to say, if you've been on Wonder or if you've been on another Oasis class ship, Wonder's my favorite by far. The solarium on the Wonder is great, and this is going to have the same solarium type. And you're going to get a food truck, I believe, up on the pool deck. Is going to be a little something different. And the Windjammer's a lot bigger on these. They changed it with the Wonder, and it's going to be the same on this one. And then we all plan on doing the there's a train. It's a virtual dining type thing with it's supposed to be like a train car, and I think all of us were talking about doing that as well.
Yes, Andrew wants to get a conductor hat.
I want to get a window seat.
Yeah.
Choo choo.
Right. Andrew was like, I'm getting a conductor hat, and I'm like, oh boy.
All aboard.
I could see him doing that. Oh, I like that. Thank you, Clock.
Yep. And that's for an interior. I got the prices for ocean view and balcony if you're interested, but I just threw that one up there.
Holy moly, is that what I'm paying? No, I'm just kidding. Well, again, I get to see the ship for half. I get to see the ship for half of what it normally would have cost me. I'm so happy. I can't believe they're doing a 3-day cruise on that.
Well, and I heard they're doing the same thing to Wonder. They're going to make it 3 and 4 day sailings.
Yeah. As soon as they do, I'm on it.
Awesome. We haven't been on roll. Oh, we haven't either. That'd be fun. I know. I told Andrew I'm a little nervous about the nickel and diming I hear about from Royal, but I'm really excited to try Royal over Carnival. Really, really excited. I mean, we've been on Princess, which is a little bit different than Carnival, but really, really excited.
We love the Oasis class. The Central Park is awesome. It has it's like totally different night and day. So you can go through that. First thing in the morning, I normally go out there and I eat my breakfast. I'll go to the Central Park Cafe and grab me coffee and a donut or whatever because the Central Park Cafe is free. And it's got fake birds chirping and stuff like that, but it makes it like a little different scenery, and everything looks nice with the plants and stuff. And then at night, it's all lit up differently going through the park. So it's a pretty cool little place.
Sounds like it.
That's exciting. What's the boardwalk area like?
Yeah, boardwalk's kind of the same thing. During at night when it's all lit up, it's a whole different vibe to it as well. So when you come out, you got the carousel right in front of you, and carousel's open from like 10 to 10 or something like that, and it's all free. And you got Playmakers off to the right hand side, and Playmakers has pool tables in there that are free, and then they have arcade games like the old retro style arcade games, and they're free. Now the new modern games you got to pay for, but like Mario Brothers and Space Invaders and stuff like that, that's all free. And then the Aqua Show is awesome. I know Have Luxury Will Travel went on Oasis not too long ago, and they didn't even go to any of the shows. Well, Amanda did, but Josh did not. And the shows on there are awesome. The ice skating and the aqua show.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. They love the price, and it's out of Port Canaveral.
Yes, out of Port Canaveral.
And we're a couple of us. I don't know if y'all have children or anything, but a couple of us are going to go to Disney. A couple because the sailings are like from Friday to Friday if you do
Friday
it
to
back to
Friday.
back. And so we were going to delay our flight to like Sunday and go to Disney on Friday and Saturday after we get off the ship.
Yep.
If you wanted to consider that. Bill, I haven't asked you. What do you think about Carnival's new island?
You know what? It looks nice, but again, see, I'm cheap. You know, I want a beach, a chair, and a beer, and I just don't price me out of that. You know, just allow me. You know, you're afraid about being nickel and dime to death. I see. I'm not afraid of it because I just won't spend it. But I want them to give a quality product. You know, even if I would rather them charge me $50 more for the price of the cruise and just include all that in it. You know, allow the drink package to be used on the island. I mean, again, it's your liquor. There's no reason why you're gonna charge me on the island and I can use my package on the ship. They're just nickel and diming you that way. But it looks really nice, and it's again, Carnival is 10 years behind Royal. So here we go. I mean, maybe it should be nice. It should be probably what Coco Key was like, 5 or 6 years ago, probably.
Right.
Oh, they have a lazy river on Carnivals though, don't they?
They have pretty cool.
Yeah.
Something.
I mean, it'll be a little different.
I was saying I'd much rather have the lazy river. I don't go to the water park at Coco Cay. Like I said, I'm not paying for that. Now, if they give you a free lazy river at the Carnival one, then they may be considering me to go on maybe a couple more Carnivals than Royals.
Yeah, or
free if they're private.
A $10 all day lazy river, even if it's not free, $10. Yeah, I mean something reasonable. But I don't really like the water slides. So you want me to? And I'm going to do it in April. My daughter and her kids are going, so it's a bunch of us going. So to stick with the family, I'm going to pay $160 or whatever it is to go watch them slide down slides. I'm so mad, but again, got to be part of the family.
Did you all look into the price of the cabana that I was telling you about?
No, I never looked at it.
If you have enough people, if you have like 8 people going, and that's how many people use the cabana, then you pay for the cabana and you get your tickets into the water park for that price. So sometimes it's cheaper to just get the cabana, and it ends up being $140 a person instead of $160 or something like that.
I'll check for my daughter and then let them have it.
Yeah.
But anywho.
Yeah, it's 160 is crazy when I mean last year it was $69, I want to say.
And again, when I say 160, I don't even know what the price is, to be honest with you.
It's $169.
Is it 160? Okay.
Yeah.
That's
for a water park.
That you're going to be
at least
like
that's what it is for Royal. I mean for Icon, it's 169.
Yeah. You're not even going to be there from like 8 to 8. You're there a couple hours.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But that's all those places.
The price of the excursions have gone up too. And I think that's why Carnival, they're seeing how much money Royal's making, and they're like, wait, let's get some more of our own private islands here.
So one thing I believe what they did was I think they looked at Nassau to go to Atlantis and get the water park, It was like 170 to $200 a person, and I bet they were selling out. So they're like, "Hey, look at this gold bind.
Right.
We can
Right.
put our own island, and we can charge them the same price, and they'll just pay us instead of them."
Right. Well, even us in Nassau, we did like the resort for a day and went to Margaritaville. When we went in August of last year, it was $80 a person. Chloe was free. When we went to look at going this May, because we were going back, yeah, it was 123. I was like, it wasn't that great. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mark. I could stay the night at Margaritaville for that. I'm good.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, it's so ridiculous as far as some of the prices that they're starting to charge for these excursions.
It's
Bill, it's like you said earlier, though, as long as we continue to go to them and let them, enough people go to it, they're going to keep charging it.
right.
Yep. Which is, again, not a problem for me because I know what I want to do. If they charge for pictures, I don't mind stepping over all the cords every night because I'm not going to take my picture.
Right.
The drinks. Let me go to the casino. I get my own drink. But the water park, that's crazy.
It is, and it looked like they were gonna have a couple slides, like a sandcastle looking thing, like, and then like I don't know, some kind of lagoon over. It looked kind of cool, but I can see where they're probably gonna have an adult area, probably, and you got to pay extra for that, just like you would at those adult only resorts. And then, you want to swim with some stingrays? Okay, well that's gonna be $100 here. And here's some more horseback riding. Well, that's another.
How much do you have to hate kids to pay extra to not have kids around you? Because I can really just walk down to the end of the beach and there's no kids. I don't even want to see kids. I don't want to hear them. I don't want to. How much do you have to really hate kids?
There is so much room on Coco Cay. You don't need to go anywhere.
You don't.
I mean, there's plenty of room to get away from them.
I'm like, I just walk down here a little bit further and the kids are in the distance and I can see them and maybe hear them a little bit. Why would I pay an extra $50, $60, $80 to not see them? I don't get it. But I'm cheap. I'm cheap.
I think it was more than $80 per person to not see kids.
Like I said, it's 93 a person, I think, on Oasis. I mean, Icon.
So
and that's on
almost
sale.
$100.
It's normally 99.
I mean, it's crazy. Well, that's the price of the beds. It was $200 or $300 to get a bed by the rail on the new ships. It was like $200 or $300. How much do you really need to see the ocean? And you probably can't even. I mean, you're laying down. You probably can't even see the ocean because of the way the ship's built. I don't. I'm not doing it.
Oh, you're talking about the ones on Oasis class ships?
On whatever was it? Was it just Oasis class ships that were charging that?
Well, I mean, Icon has it too, but Oasis class ships, they have those beds and they're aimed towards the pool, so you don't really look at the ocean. You're looking at the.
Well, man, I don't know what it was. They showed it like the bed, and it looked like it was looking out towards the aft of the ship, and it was like $200 or $300. It's like I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Man.
Right.
But somebody must be doing it, so because they're offering it.
Yeah.
I've never had a problem getting, and now, I mean, maybe if I go at peak time, but I've never had a problem getting a chair by the pool. Maybe at the smaller pool, or like the one right there by Guys or something, but we've always been able to go find somewhere to swim if we wanted to.
So the last 3 cruises I've been on, I get on the Facebook groups normally because sometimes then I can share my content from the cruises and I can see what's going on if I want to get on slot pools or whatever.
That's smart.
But the last 3 cruises, every one of them, they've always complained about somebody going down there and putting their towels on the chairs and there's no chairs to be had. And it's like every single day you got to see a million posts about people are hogging the chairs up and there's no chairs at the pool. So we don't really go. We don't like lay at the pool or anything because my wife is a redhead, so she'll get burned up. So we either go to the solarium or we go sit in like the little loungers underneath the overhang out of the sun. So normally we don't have to worry about it.
So Paradise Beach and Cozumel is $59 per person, all inclusive, but the cab ride there and back totaled $50. Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds about right. I've heard if you can kind of find a group to maybe go with, it's a little cheaper per person. But
I think we paid $6 a person to get there. So depending upon how many people you can get in the taxi, it might save a little bit of money.
hi Z,
Hey, Z.
Hey,
welcome
Hey
to
Z, isn't it past your bedtime, Z?
welcome to the evening show. I'm sorry, is it primetime late night show? We're gonna get them all riled
After
up
hours.
after hours.
After hours. PG-18.
Welcome
my
in,
daughter's
Z.
the late show, and sometimes
I'm
it
sorry.
turns into
Welcome
the
in,
late
Z.
show.
This is not my show. Welcome in, Z.
You told it's the late show sometimes after.
Yeah, told Angela it's the late show. Sometimes it turns into the late show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to be better about it. But I'll keep going as long as y'all want. I enjoy chatting with y'all anyway, so.
I haven't talked to y'all all week, so you know,
I know. Usually I talk
a
to
lot
you.
of stories built up.
I know. I haven't talked to Bill and Clock as much this week either. Staying
I've
working.
been busy.
I've been slacking
Good
off.
job,
I mean,
Cinnamon.
I've been slacking off. I haven't really been doing much on YouTube. It's just, I don't know. Well, I'll save it for my show.
Yeah.
But watching it, like, you watch all the content, and again, I know you guys have group cruises and all this other stuff, but it seems like now when you go on, that's all people talk about are group cruises. It feels like an infomercial. And I like just, like what we're talking about now, just the price increase. Yeah. I enjoy that more than just one long infomercial about this group cruise, that group cruise.
I've never tried to push.
No. And I'm not saying you might. I mean, but again, it's so like on what we're doing right here tonight. Kind of, we only just talked about your group cruise for a couple of seconds because somebody asked.
Yeah.
But some of these shows, it's like
2 hours of
one. Yeah, it's like a group cruise. We get it. There's group cruises. But then I'm just getting old and cranky, so don't listen to me, people. Don't listen to me.
No. I mean, I get it. Well, and that's why I try to come up with questions and stuff for our Saturday night show, and we're just kind of I don't script it out or anything. It's kind of just
no, it's good.
question and answers that way. And sometimes apparently I don't have the right answers. I had to go by what my mother-in-law or somebody said. So sorry.
Well, but it's good. It's good information. You start talking about the cruise pack. I mean, the drink package, and people in the chat, they have the answers, and just going back and forth. I mean, you're learning things like that. I mean, it's just the group cruises. It's like, and I know there's a ton of they're nice group cruises. I'm not knocking the group cruises, but I want to talk about the price increases. I want to talk about what an Oasis class ship is like, and how is that different from an Icon class ship. Just things like that is what I like talking about, because I can usually just learn so much.
I agree.
Yeah.
And this is not my show. I'm gonna stop complaining because it's not my show.
Bill, you are welcome to say whatever you feel. Anybody, not just Bill.
Okay, Z.
Within reason. No, I do have a 3-year-old, so and my mother-in-law.
Well, Z. I've been meaning to tell you this for a long time, Z. Jennifer's getting all nervous. Z is G, PG-13 and R-rated. There is no PG-18. Just so we're clear. And then X, but we won't talk about the X. G, PG-13, R-rated.
Well, this is not an R-rated or X.
And this is not an R-rated, but this is a PG-13 at best. It's more likely G. I'm sorry.
I
haven't slipped up lately.
It happens to the best of us. I heard at Paw Patrol today, I heard a kid with language worse than I've heard y'all. I was a little like, ooh. Oh my.
And that's why people pay an extra $50 to get away.
Yeah.
And it could be. And you know what? I would pay extra $50 to get away from the drunk adults.
No, I agree with
Yes.
you. Oh, my camera's
I would pay $50 for that because the kids. I mean, the kids kind of. But again, I say it's kids, but the adults, they just drive me crazy when they get drunk and start yelling and screaming, and then they start getting mad at their significant other and yelling and want to argue and fight, and it's like, why just leave?
Yeah, you're on vacation. Shouldn't be having any kind of hostility.
How do you get mad on vacation, Clock? How?
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know
The
why
food
my
was
camera-
late. Boo hoo hoo. I go to a restaurant, don't like the food. I go to another restaurant
Mhm.
on a cruise ship.
I've never starved on a cruise ship. I'll put it that way. There's been
Never.
things that I like,
Didn't
but
like the food, went and got a sandwich.
Well, the nice thing about the cruise is that you can try the different food, and then find out that you don't like it, so you don't have to try it again.
Yep.
So, question is saying that say you order something, you don't like it, and you order something different. Are they going to charge you like they do if you order a second or third lobster or whatever it is now? I mean, I haven't heard. It's been a minute since we've been on a cruise, so
I doubt it. If you don't eat it, don't be like some people eating most of it. Oh no, I didn't like this. There's nothing but crumbs left. What do you mean you didn't like it?
it's just the lobster shell. It was awful.
Yeah. So if you order something like took a bite, it's like, nah, I don't like the way this is cooked, whatever. I'm sure they'll bring you something back without worrying about that $5 charge. But again, you can order 2 entrees anyway. You know, I mean, it's like the third. People complain about the $5 for the third entree.
Royal, you're only allowed to have one.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Well,
even
So for lobster night,
appetizer?
you're only allowed to have one. No, excuse me. For lobster night, you're only allowed to have one.
oh, okay.
Every other night you can have as much as you want, but lobster night you can only have one.
well, that's
Got
okay.
you.
Chloe's getting a lobster and the mac and cheese.
Exactly.
Well, exactly. That's all you gotta do. There's always ways around it.
The very first
Bill
cruise
sit
that
at
we
the table
went
with
on,
you.
the very first cruise that we went on, the person we went with, they had to have, according to him, they would order one of everything.
And that's why we have rules now.
Then they would have the cruise rules, and they would sit there and share it amongst each other, whether you wanted to or not.
yeah. I ordered a salad, and he had a bloody steak, and he cut a big old chunk of it and threw it in the middle of my salad. Well, we share on here. Oh, so angry.
Nah.
Yeah, but they would literally order one of every of the main dishes and stuff. They would order one of everything.
Wow.
I mean, I can understand. Like, we did have a new cruiser with us this last time, and she was a little nervous. So I said, well, I know this is probably something you will like, but I often get this. You're welcome to have a bite. But I didn't just go chunk my food on her plate. Like, that's a whole different level of disrespect, I feel. But, you know, teach their own.
I think,
The person that was traveling with him, they ordered that pink Jello, or I don't know.
Some sort of a soup.
Yeah, it's like a cold soup, strawberry bisque or whatever it was.
Bisque.
So he took a bite, and then he gave it to his friend, and his friend took a bite, and he handed it over to me. Here, you want this? I was like, no.
Sharing
No, I
soup?
won't.
Those are just people with bad food manners.
First off, I don't know you. Second off, I ain't eating after you. No.
This was pre-COVID too.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was 15,
Well, again,
so.
people are disgusting. People are disgusting.
It's impossible to starve on a cruise ship, in my opinion. I've gained weight on this cruise.
You gained weight on the last one? I've gained weight on every one.
I normally lose weight because I'm up moving around. I sit at a desk all day, so I usually lose weight because I think I move more. But Andrew, my dad was so funny. Like, Andrew's first cruise, he was prepping him, right? And I've told the story about the not knowing about how clear the water was, but also my dad was prepping him on the food. Like, you can go get a sandwich and a pizza. And Andrew's like, what? Yeah. So my dad was taking him to different buffets and was like prepping him like a couple weeks before our cruise. And my dad just was getting a kick out of it because Andrew's like, oh, Andrew, don't waste your time on a salad because, you know, you're going to want the blah, 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 you know. Exactly. And so anyways, Andrew, we were on a 5-day cruise, and Andrew gained so much weight. None of his formal clothes fit at the end of the. We had to go like he was busting out the stretchy gym shorts, the week, and he always tells people he's like, when I say you can eat as much as you want, like I gained weight, and he always tells that story, and it was so funny. Like I mean, of course I didn't know Andrew ate pizza like that. That's when we were still kind of newish in our relationship then, and I seeing Andrew on a cruise ship was kind of eye opening. But yeah, I didn't know Andrew could eat pizza like he did. But he's still to this day, him and Chloe, they can eat pizza like nobody's business on a cruise ship. So if all else fails, go find pizza or a sandwich. Or if you don't like the burgers, I like Blue Iguana.
I actually eat better on a cruise ship than I do like in real life. I mean, every dinner, I always have a salad and vegetables and all this other good stuff. My portions are somewhat limited. Like when I'm like today, I'm eating pizza and breadsticks and brownies, and because it's football, so I'm just eating all these crazy foods. And on a cruise ship, I actually eat better. I don't gain weight. I don't necessarily lose weight either, but I eat better. I eat like usually maybe twice a day. Depends if they have a brunch. So if I have a late brunch like 11, I have a brunch and then wait for dinner time. Might pick up a snack or a dessert or something. I do better, believe it or not.
I do terrible.
What I love about it is the fruit. Being able to get any kind of fruit, every meal, and it's just. I'll go over there and get at the taco bar just to get. I'll go get an omelet, then go to the taco bar, put salsa on top of the omelet, and then just get 3 slices of watermelon.
We do too, and we usually start off with a guy's burger. I think that's changing for the Jubilee, but because we're gonna try Shaq's. I've already been warned. He's like, you can go stand in that line for Guy's Burger if you want, but I'm going to Shaq's. I'm like, wow, I kind of want to try.
I bet it's going to be pretty even this time.
Andrew?
No, just the lines for those two. I bet they're going to be pretty equal.
I've heard the Shaq's
with that being new
on some cruises.
It depends on when you go, like when they first open up and lunchtime. It depends. I refuse to stand too long a line for food. I'm not. No, I don't. There's no food that good to make me. Oh well, that'll be a 30-minute wait to get. No, thank you.
Feels like I don't got time for that.
I don't waste time. I go over here and get something different.
What about you, Clock? What's your go-to meal?
Well, we were for a while there going, and instead of going to the Windjammer like everybody else does when they first get on the ship on Oasis class, we were good doing the Solarium Bistro because it's a little bit smaller, a little bit different area, and a lot of people didn't realize it was open for lunch right away. So we'd get in there and no lines whatsoever, and it's pretty much all the same food that's at the Windjammer. And it's just in a smaller, like intimate setting, kind of, and you get to look off the front of the ship in the solarium section.
That's awesome. I was going to go back to something too. We were talking about $5 for a lobster tail, and honestly, that's really not a bad price. When we were when we were in Maine, we paid $35 for a lobster roll. They were.
I thought up there it was supposed to be cheaper.
No, well, we were on Peaks Island, so maybe it was that. But I know when we go to Nubble, like when we're in York, Maine, it's $25. So I'm just gonna say, when we got we've gotten the lobster roll on the Carnival ship too. It's way cheap. It's not as good as a Maine lobster, but it's $5 for a lobster tail is not that bad.
Well, that's the crazy part. Oh, $200 for this bed, $160 for this, but you draw the line at a $5 lobster tail. Well, I'm not paying that. Oh,
it's that nickel and diamond bill.
Yeah, $23 for a pitcher.
Now, Royal is Royal's not $5 for another one. Like I said, they give you the one, and after that you got to pay the. It's like the whatever the menu price is if you want to do a lobster every night if you want to do. So it's like $25, something like that. Whatever the upcharge is on the menu. I'm not sure if Royal. I'm not sure if I don't. It's been a while since I've been on Carnival, but do they have a section at the bottom of the menu that says if you'd like to have an upsized up steak or up
Yes.
or a thing?
Yeah.
That's the same thing on Royal.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like $20 or something. If you want a good, here's a steak you can get for free, but if you want a good steak, it'll be $20 more.
Well, so
You want this crappy one right here?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we got shoe leather for free, but if you want a decent steak, that'd be extra $20.
here's the one we cut wrong. So Clark, can you make sure we're with people who do not like lobster, like Bill, and just make sure that's up.
I can
Yes,
take it or leave it. It's okay. Now
I'll
shrimp
take
night,
shrimp.
I'm eating all the shrimp they can have.
I'll trade you
and-
Chloe shrimp for a lobster tail for Andrew.
You can have my lobster tail. I'll order one. Hey, can you take it off that table over there? They can have it.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting Chloe's lobster tail. So if I'll trade you shrimp Clark for.
So
Okay.
by day 2, my waiter knows that I love shrimp normally because I do double shrimp cocktail every single night that they have shrimp cocktail, and whenever they have the specialty like the coconut shrimp or the tiger shrimp is the one of the main courses, and I'll be like, yeah, can I go ahead and get 4 servings of the tiger shrimp? And they're like, 4? I'm like, yes. Like, do you want all the other stuff? I was like, no, I just want the shrimp. Like, well, we're not really supposed to do that, but we'll go ahead and throw a bunch of tiger shrimp on this plate for you. I was like, that's all I want. That'll work for me. But I just love shrimp. That's me.
I do too. I like lobster and shrimp.
Yep.
They said so true, Warmstrong. Drawing the line, $5.
I got a question for people in the chat and
Sure.
even people up here on the panel, but mostly for people in the chat. Vlogging. Do you guys prefer vlogging where the people are walking around with the camera in their face and they're talking to you continuously, or do you like it when people are filming what they're seeing? If you understand what I'm saying, so the camera's not on the person, the camera is on the site. And I'm thinking about just like because I want to change up my style of vlogging, but I want to know what people like, and like food. Do you like to see people eat their food, or can you just I'm up here talking about the food and I show you a picture of it, and then when I'm done, tell you how I like it, or do you like to watch people eat their food? So I set up a tripod over here, and as I eat my steak, you watch me eat the steak. I don't know what I prefer just like watching to see what the people are looking at more than the people themselves. But it seems like when I look at a lot of vlogs, it's a lot of people talking all the time into the camera.
I stutter too much, so I don't do that. And I say way too many times. So it's easier for me to just go through, film everything, and then go back and do my voiceover.
Okay.
I don't care for people smacking and chewing with their mouth open. And so when they're talking about, when they're cooking stuff and then they take a big old bite and it's like, and they're talking and it's hot and I'm just like, gross. Can you just turn it off and turn it back on when you're done and tell me it was good or you didn't like it?
Well, see, and that's kind of the way they are. I mean, they have, channels. Was it mukbang channels where you watch the person eat? And I've never understood it, but again, people like it.
Yeah.
So
it's weird you bring this up because Andrew and I were talking about this today. So, he tried to film the lighthouse where it's more him, like walking and talking, and you're not seeing the steps. Like he did it both ways, so I could add it both in the video. And because he hates being on camera. Andrew hates it. But it seems like that is kind of what a lot of people are doing. And then the same thing with eating. Normally he would just show a picture of it and then he'd be like, oh, it was good. But then this time he was taking a big bite out of a burger. Well, that is like a peak in our video. That taking the bite out of the burger is a peak. And I'm like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't
Well, but when he bites it,
understand
does
the
he start talking right afterwards? Does he bite it and then start talking while while
that
he's
burger,
chewing?
it had the coleslaw on it and it went everywhere and it's messy. But um it's kind of interesting to me because we've wondered the same thing. It's a good question, Bill. And let me see what the comments are because they're moving quick. I don't film myself at all. I film what I'm seeing. I like, okay.
Yeah.
Welcome in Orange Cone Vlog. Welcome in JNS Adventures.
Hey.
Z likes it before they start eating and then after. So Z, you don't like seeing people eat on camera? Hello, hello. Scott McNeil, I like to see what you're seeing in front of you. Food, I like to see the video of the menu and a quick clip of the food, and then when you're done, talk about it. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
does
you
that
know,
mean I've tasted the chili is no good?
Well, but you weren't chewing it around with your mouth hanging open and food
Well,
falling out, so
I
it was all
think
right.
and I could see like a bite. You know, you got a hamburger, a bite. You know, and you chew it up before you start talking. And I mean, again, I can see that. But I mean, sometimes it's like eating the whole meal and eating everything. And I just do people like that? Because I mean, if people like it, I guess I'll start filming like that. But
I do what Scott says. I film the menu just because like Royal has the day menus each day. It's separate menu each day. So I film the menu, and then when everybody gets their starters, I film them real quick, and then I film the entrees, and then I film the desserts. And only like it takes me 2 seconds. And then normally I just turn them into shorts. I say day one, and I go through the starters, the entrees, and the desserts, and it kind of just lets people see what kind of food they're getting on a cruise ship.
Oh, I think my thing is I think I'm gonna start doing more kind of reviews of restaurants. It seems like people like that, and you could make that it can be part of a longer video, but you could also make that standalone. If you film enough of it, you can make it a standalone 4 or 5 minute video of, hey, here's a view of 555 Steakhouse. Here's a review of Guy's Burger.
Right.
And it tells you your likes and dislikes. And I mean, and you're going to film yourself. You're going to picture the burger and things like that, and how you make it up, eat it, and then film yourself talking about it. And I just always wondered if people like that, because it seemed like a lot of people. It seemed like people like that style of vlogging.
Now that's kind of what I wanted to do as far as I talked to you about doing the specialty restaurants on the MSC, and I was going to do like pictures of the food, pictures of the menu, and then a review at the end on how good it was, whether or not it was worth paying the money extra, because like I said, I normally don't do the upcharge restaurants.
Well, and to me, if I'm about to pay $50 for a specialty dining, I kind of want to know what the food looks like, or at least portions. Like, am I getting a tiny little baby lobster that I know I can go get an MDR, or
a little baby lobster?
Little baby lobster. But I personally don't. You won't see me eating on camera because I'm going to get it on my shirt, and then I know my friends are going to judge me because I'm going to have stains on my shirt, and I put that in a vlog. So I actually had to change shirts tonight because I had Chloe funnel cake, so I'm just saying, like, I feel self-conscious about it. So you're not going to see me eating. Andrew's been trying to do it because it seems like that's what, like we see these spikes.
It's the money shot.
Yeah. But
you watch these recipe channels and you see these people take a bite that is 4 times the size of a normal bite. It's like they have to shove their mouth full in order to get a taste. And you don't have to do that. You can take a normal size bite, and I'm okay with that. It's when they're trying to shove a half a casserole in at one time that I just not fun. I mean,
well, I was skimming through Facebook, YouTube the other day, and I mean, there's channels of people just like munching on ice. There's channels of people just like eating like random, I don't know what. And then Chloe likes to watch those ASMR, like where they're crinkling the bot. Like it drives me nuts. Like nothing drives me nuts more than that plastic crinkling stuff.
Oh yeah.
I have to go change it. There's even a video. This one channel, like they're driving over toys and like toothpaste and just it's like you see a tire wheel and it's just driving over things and she's glued to it. And I they got like 1 million something followers and I'm like, what the heck? So I don't know. Maybe I'm not the right person to ask this question, but I personally don't like it when people are like gross.
Yeah,
Do you know what I like?
videos to see what you see. You know, if you've gone somewhere that I haven't been, I want to see what you're seeing.
Right, but
And-
instead of always on your face, and then a quick look at what you're seeing, and then back to your face talking about and again, but people seem to like that. You know what kind of video I like, and it makes absolutely no sense. Watching a guy do hoof repair on cows.
I get mesmerized on them too, so I watch the same thing.
I watch him. I'm like looking at that. I'm like, oh, look at that! Did you see that? Right on. Yeah. He got that abscess on the white line. I'm like, and I know nothing about cows. I'm a city boy. I don't know anything about that. I'm fascinated by him. When I see one on my timeline, I got to sit there and watch it.
Especially when they get them deformed hoofs, and they're like, "Oh, let's see what this thing's going to turn out looking like."
And I watch it. It's Hoof GP, and I mean, it's just so many channels. But again, I don't know things you learn about somebody on YouTube.
I mean, I'm not judging. I mean, don't scroll through my stuff, but I mean, I like where they do like the cutting of the sand and stuff, like, or they do like where they make that silicone, like, and it goes through the. I don't know. I like watching that.
Oh yeah, stuff. Watching it tumble around the thing.
Yeah, I watch
like taffy. Have you ever seen a taffy factory?
Yeah.
So I'm not one to judge you on here because if you look through mine, you're gonna be like, she watches that. Like, yes, I do.
I like that candy shop where they make that hard candy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've watched them too.
Australia. Sydney. Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, also, I would at this point I would watch the horseshoe changing videos because I'll go on and it's like soap operas will come up and I'll click on that and kind of read the stories since I'm working during the day. I don't get to watch it half the time. And all these advertisements are popping up and I don't understand what it is and I refuse to click on it. But it's like people's faces and backs and feet or whatever are covered in dried pinto beans or black beans. I have no idea what this is, but it's like
I've seen what you're talking about.
Huh?
I've seen what you're talking about. Oh, okay. No, I've seen it.
What is it?
It looks like a sunflower or something with all the it's like seeds on their body.
Yeah.
And they take like a knife and they scrape them off.
I saw that. I just saw that today. Somebody had it like in his hair. He had clippers and he was clipping in his hair. And he had like what looked like seeds, but again, I wasn't fascinated by it, so I clicked right off of it. But I did see something like that.
Bill's gonna watch now.
It looks pretty nasty. I'm not watching it.
No, that's too much for me.
It's like that show, is it Dr. Pimple Popper?
Yeah, I'm guilty of that one too.
I watched it, but to a limit. Like only to a limit. Like when they start doing like wow, this show took a turn.
Yeah.
Well, those videos are free, so they haven't started charging.
Right. Orange Cone says he's a smoker, but he won't smoke on stream or only around people who don't smoke and never around children. My brother and my mom are smokers too, and honestly, I do think there's a group of people there who maybe would like to know about the smoking section because that is often a question I get. Do you know where the smoking section is on? And I think some people too don't realize you can't smoke while the ship is refueling, and the casino, like during muster drill, that's a no too. And we just have to make sure my mom brings some nicotine gum and just pray for that little hour or two. And
they call it something strange. They don't call it like refueling. I think most people would understand that. Hey, we're refueling, don't smoke. But they call it something else. No smoking while the ship. And I forget what the word is that they use.
Right, I agree with you. And Cruising is fun anytime is scared of spiders, but she watches a spider channel.
Oh, no. No. No
Um,
spiders.
we've been using the vape, but it's just as bad.
Only thing
Again,
I smoke. Only thing I smoke is cigars, and I go there, and I've videotaped me smoking a cigar or just having a conversation with a cigar or something like that. But never, never around kids, never around people, never not where I'm supposed to.
Andrew occasionally smokes a cigar too, so it's rare, but he does, and so um, but we don't usually film it or vlog it either.
Bunkering, yes. I'm sorry.
Growing up, I was riding with Cheech and Chong, and I worked at Walmart, and people would come in there and smoke, and just, I mean, if you do you, but don't intentionally blow it in my face.
Right.
You'll be sitting there at the casino, and they'll hold it like this, where it's rolling into your face, and then
I asked my mom about this.
blow it
my
up.
My mom's not a rude person, but I've seen her do it. And I asked her,
hold it in his face or something like that. Sorry.
Yeah, my mom's not typically a rude person, but she'll do it if somebody's like sitting too close to her machine and she wants them to go away.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. She doesn't want.
I'm waiting for you to move.
They're taking the luck away. They got to push them out.
I know.
My favorite.
Go ahead.
Okay, my favorite are the ones who sit down beside you and go, "How does this work?" And you explain to them. 3 spins, they hit a jackpot, and I'm just like, I'm done. I'm not helping anybody ever again.
Right. Yeah. I don't. Smoking doesn't bother me. What bothers me are people that like chew tobacco.
Oh, like dip.
They dip, and that just, to me, you smoke a cigarette anytime, but chewing the tobacco, get away.
Yeah. And everybody has their habits. I mean,
they do.
We all have them, whether it's snacking our burger or smoking or drinking too much, or we all have our what they call it, vices.
Yep.
But it's some are just more annoying than others.
Well, sometimes it's not so. It's be courteous about the people that are around you, because I used to smoke, and I just made sure that if, like in the casino, I would make sure that I blew the smoke straight up, and then I was conscious of where the smoke was going, and if it looked like it was going over to somebody else, I would hold it somewhere and try to change it. But I mean, that's just me.
I get it. Yeah,
and that's much appreciated for non-smokers. I'm definitely not saying don't smoke around me. I just appreciate you not blow it in my face. And I don't understand. First off, of course, I've only been on Carnival, but the casino is in the middle of the ship, up and down, whatever. It's in the middle. It's on deck 5 or 6, and there's multiple decks up, multiple decks down. And that's the only way to get from the front to the back is to walk through the casino on that floor. Why not have it a little higher, have it better ventilated? Because there's just a cloud in there. And if they would ventilate it somehow, have reverse airflow, something where it takes it out, the smokestack or something, that would be awesome, but they don't. And then it drifts out into the tops and stuff.
Because they want everybody to have to walk through the casino.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine, but ventilate it.
Well, again, but I mean, that's why they have the casinos like where they are. They don't want them up there isolated by themselves where you got to go look for it. No, you want to go from dinner to the show, walk through the casino first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go change my formal wear before I go through the casino.
Yeah.
And sometimes, depending on how smoky the casino is, you might see me in the same, just pre-warning for y'all when you're on a cruise with me, you might see me in the same shirt because I don't want to get all my clothes smoky. So sometimes I have a couple dedicated casino shirts.
Do people really watch what other people are wearing on a cruise ship? I don't pay attention to somebody wore a shirt twice or 3 times.
Well, I didn't care until I started vlogging.
Well,
that's different.
We weren't paying attention, or we weren't trying to take count, but we had one guy that came to that guy that wore the kilt.
Oh,
He came to the table every night dressed exactly the same, and I think he had the same shirt, same kilt, same everything every night.
On that Trans-Pacific cruise we did, there was a guy that went to the nightclub every night, all dressed in black. The same. It looked like, again, I don't know if the same pants, same shirt. It looked like the same pants, same shirt every night, and we're talking 21 days every night.
Oh.
And I was like, and I don't pay attention, but even I had to go like, excuse me,
Yeah.
are you wearing the same stuff?
When he flew across country with a backpack.
You know, that's saying something. Bill said something. I'm just going to say that.
That it caught my attention is, I mean, again, if he wasn't doing any, I mean, if he didn't do it every night, it probably wouldn't have caught my attention. But I mean, you had to watch the way he was dancing. It was special. I mean, it was special.
Oh boy! And you got video clips of this, right?
I do. But I wouldn't put it out there. Well, I'm sorry. I used to have them until something happened. I lost all my clips. So that's a different story. But I did have a clip of him, and yeah.
I mean, think about it. People bring like 10 bathing suits for a 7-day cruise. Can you imagine how many you bring for a 22-day cruise?
No, I don't, because I take one pair of swimming trunks, and I'm good for a 21-day cruise. Apparently.
So you know, somebody was at the pool being like, "That guy's been wearing those swimming trunks every day."
I think it washed every time we get in there.
And they could. You're right. I mean, whatever was dirty on it is off now.
Yeah.
Get the chlorine in the pool.
Exactly. The salt water, and let it dry and hang up and dry. But luckily for me, you know, because of my status, I get free laundry. So I mean, I take, you know, even then, I only took so many clothes and just washed them.
And what status is that again, Bill?
It's diamond. I just my Carnival, it's diamond. So okay.
Yeah, we're close. We get 5 bags. We get 5 bags each. Free.
I can send them my jeans. I'm not sending my underwear out for somebody to wash. I'm sorry.
You'd rather wash them in the sink and then hang them up in the room.
They can wash my underwear. They may not want to wash them, but they can wash my underwear.
Oh boy. That's why.
Wait a second. Weren't we supposed to be talking about how expensive stuff is now?
Oh, you are killing me.
Well, the price of laundry has gone up.
That's one way to pass.
That's where we're going with that.
Yeah.
The price of laundry is going up, so I'm not sending my underwear.
I wouldn't know.
That's one way to pass. I mean, at least it was all black. I mean, when it was like electric orange or neon something.
No, you know? I mean, again, he didn't smell. So again, maybe he had laundry. I don't know. But it was like the same outfit every night. But he wore it like every evening. So in the daytime, he might have something different on, but every evening there was this outfit coming through the buffet lines and things like that. It was just every evening.
I feel like people judge me when I wear the same clothes more than once on a cruise, even though that, so I'll get back from the port, I'll take a shower, I'll put some clothes on to go to dinner. Well, then when we get done dinner, I'm like, well, I'm not going to wear this dress shirt or whatever. So I go back to the room, I take it off. So I only wore it like an hour or 2 hours. And then later on down the line, I'm like, do I wear this again? Do I not wear it again?
I'm the same way. And then I'm editing our dream vlogs, and I was kind of splicing different videos together. And I'm like, how many times did I wear that blue shirt? I must have liked it.
Imagine wearing because it's certain clothes I wear because I like them when I go cruising. And before I started vlogging, I didn't think much about it. So I would have shirts, I still do, that I wore 5 cruises in a row. But now that I'm vlogging, it's like, oh no, I can't do that. So now even for the booze cruise, I'm going out to buy new clothes just for the booze cruise. I'm so upset with myself.
Did you
get those shirts that you can turn inside out and they're different?
I need something. I gotta do something.
Team you.
I did get me one shirt. That's new.
Oh, I got you.
Ooh.
But you know what? I feel like I'm being judged a lot of times on the first day of the cruise, and I'm a little self-conscious about this one. I get on the ship, and usually I probably have a pair of pants on Dockers or something like that, and a T-shirt or a like a little polo shirt or something. A lot of times I won't change it. So now we get on the ship 11 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock is dinner time. A lot of times I'll go down there in the same outfit. And I feel like, well, everybody else look like they changed for dinner, and I didn't. It's like, maybe I should have changed.
I'm not looking that hard. Because most of the time I either took a shower first thing that morning or whatever, and I'm dressed for the day.
Yeah, that's the way I feel about. I mean, I took a shower. I'm not running laps.
Yeah.
It's but like even the other day I said to Andrew, he picked out a shirt and I was like, we were gonna vlog something and I said, you can't wear that shirt, and he was like, why? I'm like, you've had that in like 2 thumbnails already. I need you to go pick a different shirt. And then today he had that same shirt that I told him not to wear on. I'm like, at the Comic-Con, I'm like, Andrew, do you really like that shirt? I do something similar.
Hey, Tony has a shirt that he's had since we got married. It's blue and white stripe. It's still in great shape. And he used to wear it all the time.
Is it the Beach Boys type shirt?
Huh?
It's like a Beach Boy type shirt? Like the blue and white. Anyways.
It was blue and white stripes. I mean, it wasn't like, it was like wide stripes.
I think I got about 7 of these now.
One in each color.
Well, Mike, I'm the same way. That's what I wear.
Andrew has a Clock Family Adventure shirt too in gray.
I
don't have gray.
Warm Strong Adventures in gray. 2 different types of gray though. There's a question here. Asking for a friend, is wearing 1 pair of underwear per cruise acceptable? Not me.
Yeah.
Someone from another country is asking. LOL.
Yeah, just as long as you turn them inside out every other day.
No.
Right. And at night, maybe wash them out at night. You could do it.
Hang them out on the balcony so they can air out.
Oh boy. That would help, but yeah.
You know,
when I'm on a cruise ship, I'm very neat. In life, I'm not really that neat. But on a cruise ship, I'm really neat. If you come to my cabin, there's nothing out. I mean, you'll see my electronic gear on the table. All my clothes are put away. There's literally nothing out. I've been in some cabin. It's like, oh my goodness, did a tornado hit the room? Without kids, Jennifer. I know you got kids. I mean, I'm talking about adults. And I mean, like clothes and underwear just scattered. I'm like, what is going on here?
So, a couple that travels with us, like 10 minutes after you check into a hotel, you go in their room and they're like stuff everywhere. I'm like, what the hell happened in here?
I mean,
yeah.
Like I get to my room and we put everything away. As soon as we get our luggage, we put everything away. Now, I have been known, like I said, I wear my jeans or most of the time I don't even try to wear jeans the whole time I'm on a cruise. If I can get away with shorts the whole time, I'm good. But I'll put my shorts or whatever that I'm going to wear more than one time. I'll put them on the couch. So then I end up collecting clothes and I'm like, I might wear this again.
I get it. Lisa, you gonna be okay.
But that couch ends up collecting everything.
Waiting for her to snort.
Oh my god. So we went from price increases to
personal hygiene right there.
Personal hygiene, yeah. How? Why?
I'm sorry, it was a rough week.
not eating on camera. Oh well, this sounds about right for Embarkation Nation. So if you were expecting an organized channel, we are not your friends for that. Lisa, I'm worried about you, my friend. You're giving me the giggles. I don't even know what we're giggling about. Oh, I just heard.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
He's got a question.
You gotta laugh. Oh boy.
I'm I'm afraid to click on it like it's
Oh boy.
What is underwear? Bill?
It's optional.
Well, I was thinking if you have one pair and you go commando half the time, yeah, it's okay.
Well, it's just like wearing a swimming suit. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't jump in the shower with them on and they're washed.
Hey.
Oh God.
You're
You
muted,
muted
Jim.
yourself.
Look at me. I said, welcome in, welcome together. We travel. Hopefully,
Well,
you.
we knew you were
feel a
saying
little-
something.
Yeah.
Sorry. So back to. He is asking what's underwear.
He's gonna be a real thrill to be around on the Jubilee.
You're gonna help him out, right, Bill?
Right. I mean, now I got this. Hey, Z, do you have underwear on?
Hey, Z. Just so you know, Bill gets that free laundry. So
hey.
make sure you put your laundry in his bag.
Oh, I hope everybody in chat is laughing with us. And
For some reason, I think they're laughing at me.
well, Z, I'll send you a couple of links on Amazon to help. Speaking of hygiene, bring Beano. I can't even read. Speaking of hygiene, bring Beano if you don't normally eat rich foods. The exhaust effects can be.
Yeah, you'll get used to it. I like the smell of my cooking.
Everybody likes their own brand.
Right. I mean, I kind of like. Shame on you if you don't like it.
Now, I do take our laundry beads and put them in the mesh things and drop them in our luggage, and then I will leave one like in our bathroom if I don't bring the smell good stuff. And I bring poopery too.
Potpourri.
She brings this bathroom spray.
Yeah.
It's for her though.
I know, right?
I'm guessing you don't use it. You don't.
Oh no.
Not your scent. Hawaiian Tropic.
Oh boy, it's nothing like that being in an interior room too. Just leave the door open.
Oh God.
I can't wait for the Jubilee. 3 bags are free. Bill. So Bill gets 3 free bags. He gets more because he's diving.
I get unlimited. Unlimited.
Because
Really?
you're
Unlimited?
Yeah, Z, please bring your clothes down. We'll get them washed for you. Please.
Don't worry about the
Make sure you
luggage
mix the
weight.
bags.
Or I always go again. I don't wear like really dressy stuff. Usually Dockers, blue jeans, stuff like that. So I try to go home with all clean clothes, except what I'm wearing that back on the airplane. But I try to go home with all clean clothes.
Good to know, Bill. More reasons to smoke cigars. Mask the flatulence.
Back when you used to be able to smoke in a room, it sure did.
He is dying laughing. This is going to be breaking news tomorrow in the Z Show Cruise Fund.
Breaking news. Laugh at Warmstrong.
You're a blue card, orange cone?
Do they still make those? See, I know it sounds like I brag a lot. I don't. Whatever. I'm in Royal. I'm my second Royal cruise. Blah blah blah. April will be my second time on Royal, so it won't. I don't know whether the second level is or whatever.
Gold. I think it's gold.
I'm gonna be so sad.
I'm not even cool. I'm gold.
Gold. Oh, my little granddaughter's to go to. Oh, you do have something. Aw.
The saddest thing is Chloe will be gold.
Gold.
3 points.
3 points.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm a emerald.
Well, I picked. Hold on.
Almost diamond.
So 30 would be the next level.
Yes.
Okay.
Z has an Amazon list on his channel. Are you adding underwear to it? And Brie?
Oh boy. You know what, Z? Normally when I'm out there vlogging, I normally don't vlog people, but for you, I want to make the exception.
Z, don't forget the deodorant too. Deodorant, toothpaste.
Z in the hot tub.
Oh boy. I did. Somebody, I think they're on this panel, shared us this like hilarious short, and it's this lady, and she gets in the hot tub, and her shirt says "I pee in pools."
Oh,
Yeah.
people are disgusting in pools. I mean, not that, you know. Anyway, this one young lady, I was in a pool, and she went underwater and started choking, started, you know, coughing and spit out the water, and you can see this. And it's it's real tough to get in public pools now. It's real tough for me. The older I get, the worse my phobia is.
Bill, I think we need to come up with like what's acceptable by Bill and what's not acceptable.
Yeah,
by
you
Bill.
really. It's coming up. That's going to be next
It's
banter
a
with
book
Bill.
that he's ordering. It's a book that he's writing. It's called Bill's Cruise Etiquette.
Cruise etiquette is going to be my banter with Bill. Thursday will be about cruise
I
etiquette.
think it's a great topic. I think so. You know, no peeing in pool, underwear required.
No coughing in your hand and grabbing the tongs to eat. Come on, people. Come. You got to wash your hands before you go to lunch.
Hand sanitizer's a must.
But then what surprised me is everybody's shocked. Oh, no, COVID cases are rising. I'm sorry. C cases are rising on cruise ships. And when you watch them, it's a shame that you have to have somebody going singing a washy-washy song to get you to wash your hands.
How does the washy?
And the people still go past it.
And then walk right by it and go right to the food. It's disgusting.
You know what? Liberty of the Seas does not have a hand washing station.
Really?
That's the first cruise ship I've ever seen. They only have a person shooting sanitizer in your hand.
But at least something. People are so disgusting. I mean, I've walked away from the buffet just because of watching people.
Yeah.
You know, you're having a coughing fit and you're right above the food. Yeah, no, I'm good. But that's why I like in the morning, like C days, I try to go to the brunch where they make your breakfast. The Luminosa, at least like for the main portion of the food, not the salad, but the main portion, they served you. So you went up there, hey, I want some of this, that, and the other, and they made the plate for you. So at least I appreciated that. But
back when cruising restarted, my first trip on Wonder of the Seas, they were still serving you on the buffet. So that was pretty nice. It's like I didn't have any problem with that.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly don't mind that anyways, because it one, portion control, two, people's not touching it. Because you do see people like with like 2 plates of mashed potatoes, and you're like, are you about to eat all that? I'm not judging you, but
well, see, that's one of the points of my the etiquette. It's like just because it's free and they say you can have all you want doesn't mean you have to try to get everything.
Right. So, they remember when their gym teacher smoked cigars in the gymnasium when they were in elementary school. Could you imagine that now? I mean, I can't.
Right.
Chloe's doctor like freaked out because my mom smokes. I'm like, she smokes outside. She's not in the house, not in the car, just outside. They were like, she cannot be around smoking at all. And I was like, okay, well, she needs to have a special shirt on, and she takes it off. And I was like, okay.
Well, my father used to smoke when I grew up. I mean, we'd be in the car, windows rolled up, smoking. I mean, again, the smoke doesn't bother me. But again, I look at it now, they probably would have locked him up for child abuse now.
I think.
But back then, I didn't think much about it.
It's at least a ticket in Texas if you're smoking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they passed that a couple years ago. That
Yeah.
if you're caught smoking in the car with kids,
even with your windows down. Yeah. But I'm just saying, times have changed for sure.
They have.
Orange cone for Carnival, NCL, Holland America, Princess, yes. Royal is the only cruise under your belt. Okay. Z says that he wishes you were still his neighbor. Opportunity missed.
I know, right?
Um,
Well, again, Z, we probably could have been neighbors, but no, you were talking about blasting music all night long and getting up early and dranky, and it was like, nope, you're not going to ruin my cruise. So now I can just see you when I want to see you.
So Bill is on Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern time if you would like to catch a secondary.
No, I don't talk this crazy on my own show.
That's okay. We welcome.
Z, if you'd like to have that cabin number, $50 will get it for you.
Not the nobody knows it. Only one person knows it on Jubilee, and that's Island Time. I will not make that mistake. I'll tell you, the clock 12:09. I think it's 12:09 on Booze Cruise. 12:09. See, you're not on Booze Cruise, are you?
Yeah. Didn't you see his breaking news?
Are you really on the first floor?
I told you. I think I got the cheapest room that's on the ship. It's like an upper lower on the first floor. I literally think during the middle of the night I have to get up and help row the boat.
I didn't even think they had. I didn't even think they had passenger cabins on the first floor.
Right? You're right. Yeah. I mean, again, you wouldn't think so. I think I'm right next to where they store the garbage.
Enough.
Oh,
I'm right next door to where they store the garbage.
Second floor was terrible on Adventure. All you heard was beating all night long.
Well, I'm really looking forward to this one.
Was it like moving?
Huh?
You said you heard beating all night long. Was
beating?
It like,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if it was a good time, bad time, ship not working right.
Oh boy. Okay. If you see bubbles in the water, not a good sign. Thank you, Scott.
It's okay if it's just bubbles.
I know.
So these kids got in the hot tub with me the last time eating ice cream cones. I'm like, what in the hell are these parents letting these kids get in the hot tub with ice creams for?
No, but you know what's worse than that? Clock is worse than that. These adults that bring glass around the pools. It's like, come on, man, don't bring a real glass here.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yes, they agree with Z in which any one of these channels. Orange cone, I have to wear a rash guard and water shoes in the water because of my meds to protect my feet due to diabetes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you definitely gotta be careful. Those little rocks and shells will cut you open pretty good.
Yep.
Washy. But in the hot tub,
before yummy.
Yes, I will. These comments are gold. Y'all keep them coming. Oh, not washing their hands is just like eating off their plate. My dad smoked
on your plate.
My dad smoked in the hospital when I was born. Yep. Oh gosh, we would have just not even been able to bring Chloe home. CPS would have been called her. So this happened last night. The dates and details for the rock and roll tribute cruise dropped. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
Sweet.
on the icon. So Orange Cone and Ocean to Ocean, if you're looking for the rock and roll tribute cruise, connect with them. Absolutely can't wait. All right, we're caught up on chat. Sorry, guys, we went down a whole rabbit hole.
Sorry.
Bill, you got any other questions?
We're gonna have to start titling.
I go on all night long. I was going back looking at some of my like old vlogs. I mean, when I was trying to get those hours, I was doing 6 and 7 hour lives and just rant. I just just rambling about nothing. And Together We Travel would be in there. There's a few people here that I see that would be in there at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
I remember those nights. I'd wake up for that gold. Oh, Warmstrong Adventure. I thought I was going to bed. No, Warmstrong's
Sleepy and cranky.
Oh boy. Well, anything else? We can move on to other topics. I'm totally okay with it. If y'all are okay with staying, I'm okay with staying. But is there anything else you want to add to price increase? I'm trying to reel it back in here.
Let's see. Well, I'll finish off the cabin story with, I actually picked that cabin. I had a cabin like on the 4th or 5th floor. It was an interior room, but it didn't have a window. It was offered this one on the first floor with a porthole with the upper lower, but it also had a couch, so it gave me a lot of room. This room is pretty big, so I actually got the room on purpose so I can do a vlog about it. And people like negativity, whether a lot of people agree with me on that, but people don't like happy-go-lucky stories on cruising. Oh, I was on this cruise and it was the greatest cruise ever. Yeah, some people will watch it. What they want to hear is, it was a total disaster. Everybody's clicking in. So I went on purpose. I went and got the worst room I can get on a Carnival Glory, so I can stream about how it being the worst room on Carnival Glory. Now, when I do my review on it, well, maybe I don't have the same opinion, but the thumbnail will read, "Is this the worst cabin on Carnival?" People will click in just to see.
I think it's
I shouldn't be giving you my strategy. I do a lot of reading about YouTube. I shouldn't give you my strategy, but people like negativity.
I should have filmed when my mom had those 2 bathrooms in her.
You should have.
I know, missed out. Well, I don't know how I didn't know people would judge us if there was like passed out lady on the bed. My mom's
JNS had that cabin. They videotaped it.
Oh well.
They videotaped it, but I don't think they stressed it enough that how unique that cabin was. But I saw that. I believe it was JNS. I'm almost 100% sure it was JNS.
You know what? You're right, because I saw that and was like, dang, we missed that opportunity.
And I would have stressed how different that room was just to get, because people would look at it and just to get clicks because it's different. Because it's not just a cabin.
No, it's 2 toilets. JNS, if you're still in here, #nation so they can go see that video. Orange Cone, it's been a slice. I need to hit the bed. Z, keep the music to a soft roar. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Z.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Orange Cone. Good night, Ross. I don't do live streams because nobody wants to hear about Kmart or Sears, but hopefully I'll do a cruise live too.
You'll be surprised. Muncie
I used to work at Kmart.
The blue light specials, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They
They had the best sandwiches in the little deli area
They
too.
really did.
They used to have those. They used to have like a place where you go get candy, and they had like roasted nuts. And I used to, every time my parents took me, I always wanted to get like roasted cashews, hot roasted cashews. I mean, it was.
We didn't have that at ours.
Well, when I moved down here, we still had Kmart. And I remember, because I lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, they kind of closed. But when I moved down here, the Corpus area, they still had Kmart. And I remember being like super excited because I hadn't been to one. And then they closed it like 6 months later. But it was cool. It still had like the little, like you could get popcorn and all the little snacks.
Yeah, we had to drive an hour east or about 2.5 hours west to find one in Oklahoma. We had one for a short time over on the east side of the city, but it closed shortly after we got here. I used to love going to Kmart.
And we had a Sears in Corpus, and they closed it, and it's now like a bar. And then it's a cool bar. It's got the garage doors, where they would do the tires. It works. And then we have a baby Sears, but the hurricane took it out. So,
Oh,
a little baby Sears.
little baby.
didn't they have a Sears outlet in Grand Prairie?
It seems like
I don't know if it's still there or not. It seems like I went to that a couple of times.
I haven't been to Grand Prairie in a minute.
Oh, I live down there, so it's been 26 years ago.
Orange Cone, he's maybe he's not gone yet. He said he agrees, Bill. People thrive on negativity. The experiment I did on my channel covering the riots in Chicago had 4,000 views. It's
Wow.
true.
And they want something different. They want to be shocked, whether you shock them or not. But they just want to, like when you make your thumbnails, like you're making your chili. They want to hear what's different about your chili. Why should I click on your video to see your chili? And it's like the world's hottest chili. You won't believe the reaction, or whatever. They want something. They want to be shocked. They don't want to just a happy-go-lucky. Here's a good chili recipe. They don't want that. They want, well, here's a good tour of the ship. They want something unique.
So you need to burn your
Man overboard.
We already added too much chili sauce.
Well, but again, you won't believe how much spice I put in here, or you won't believe what spice I put in here, and they just throw some spice in there. But people would click on it.
I threw too much
My
salt.
Yeah, you won't put somebody acting like they're sick or something. I mean, again, people like negative. I shouldn't say negative. Shocking. Shock YouTube.
Shock you. That's why they like people eating burgers and it's all over them. Like they like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's something about that. I don't know.
I didn't know there's 2 Kmart's in St. Thomas, so I'm going to be looking for your vlogs on that because we go to St. Thomas in March. Oh, there's still okay.
New York, Miami. Wow.
That's so
Cool.
much St. Thomas I got drunk.
Clickbait is a gold mine.
But see, it's not. That's not what I'm talking about. Is not clickbait. I mean, not technically clickbait. Clickbait would be more like you put a beautiful woman on the thumbnail, and she's not in the video. See, that's clickbait. But putting the question of you won't believe what I put in my chili, it may sound like it's clickbaitish, but it's not clickbaitish because, well, you don't know what I put in my chili, and if it came out to be, it was just normal chili. But you pique their interest. You got a very limited time to get people to click on your channel. Here's an impression. Here's all these thumbnails. So why should they click on yours and not somebody else's? And I found out the ones that now we're getting into YouTube. Now we're getting you gotta get them to click on your thumbnail, and that's why they say thumbnails are so important and titles are so important, along with hashtags and descriptions, because that's how that guides people to your channel. They do a search. Well, here's they looked up chili. Here's your chili along with 12 other ones. Now why do they click on yours? Do you click on the one I made homemade chili, or do you click on the one you'll never believe what I put in my chili? I want to see what that one says.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what you're saying.
Just kind of like you could have done the same thing with the meatloaf. Like I was kind of surprised where you put the cheese inside of it. I know you do that because I've seen it before, but I think that could be an example of what Bill's talking about here too.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would kind of highlight that. I'm making meatloaf. You'll be surprised what I do with the cheese, or something like that, to make people want to go see what you did with the cheese. Now, some people might like it, some people might hate it, and be like, "Why would you say that? Why did you make me? I wasted 4 minutes of my life." Well, again, thank you for the view. Appreciate you.
Got my watch time.
Well, that's why I put Jack Daniels. That's why I thought I was doing pretty good by putting Jack Daniels in the title. Jack Daniels.
I mean, I think that made it unique. So yes, that's why I gotta admit that's why I clicked on it, because a meatloaf with Jack Daniels. Let me see this one, and it looked delicious.
It really does. The Sears outlet in Grand Prairie in the 80s. Z's dating you here, Lisa.
I'm gonna use Z's. It's like, can I get through a 9-day cruise with one pair of underwear?
People would watch. I'm telling you. People would watch. Nope, I'm going commando today, people. They would watch.
How would you know it's the same pair?
Daily underwear report.
Day one, no streaks.
Or how about this? How about wearing the same shirt and have people try to guess what stain is on it today. That you could make some videos out of that.
What did I eat for lunch?
Was it guys? It was barbecue. Oh, goodness. Y'all are killing me. I haven't laughed this hard all day. I told you, Bill, I had to change my shirt earlier because I had y'all judged me. I had
I looked at my shirt because it was like it's all wrinkled. I'm like, man, but because I'm too cheap to buy the good StreamYard where you can stream in like HD. 720, you can get away with a few wrinkles because you can't really see too much. But when you pay for the good StreamYard, yeah, it comes out HD. You can see all the wrinkles, all the nose hairs, and all that. Yeah.
Oh, well, they've got a beauty feature, kind of like Zoom now, and StreamYard. It'll like polish you a little bit.
Oh, maybe because I'm gonna need a lot of polishing before I go to 1080.
I may not look how I appear on YouTube on the actual cruise ship. It's my getaway.
Yeah, right. Won't even be able to recognize me. It'll be like, hey.
I need one of those stickers. May appear larger. Lisa. My dad supported our family working at Sears for 43 years. Z. Oh, that's really awesome. Never been to Grand Prairie yet. It's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Kind of almost right between Dallas and Fort Worth, a little south of Grapevine, where you would land at DFW Airport. Just go right down 360 to I-20. You're right there.
My dad supported your dad because he would only buy his tools there. He loves Sears tools.
Yes, growing up, that's all we did. But you always watch your tools from Sears.
Yeah.
Well, your dad passed that on to my dad, and
I did when I first got in the trade.
My dad has convinced me I can't buy tools at Lowe's anymore. Or I can't buy the Lowe's brand. I need to go buy DeWalt or Craftsman.
Well, Lowe's owns Craftsman now.
I know.
They bought Craftsman from Sears.
Interesting.
I didn't know that, but
I didn't either.
The things you learn in YouTube streets.
You'd be surprised. I mean, we've hit some topics tonight.
I wish Sherry was here.
We didn't want to.
I don't know. Sherry may not get them. She may not get them.
Awesome. He works. Oh, that's so cool. Yep. We and my dad's real picky about tires too. Only buy the Michelin.
Yeah.
70,000. Don't buy any less than that. I'm like, but Dad, they're $280 a tire. He's like, oh well, don't buy those Maypops. I'm like, okay, thanks.
Maypops.
They call them. Is that not what y'all call them?
I think that's the first time I heard that one.
That's awesome.
That's what he called them. Advanced Auto Parts owns Die Hard. Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, Sears sold all their stuff off. As soon as they knew they can get some money for anything, they start selling everything off.
Yeah, it's just how it works. Any other fun topics we want to talk about tonight?
Let's see. We'll try to get back to cruising. Let's see about cruising.
My dad says Michelin tires are the best, but most expensive. See, yes. I only buy that. Oh, there's Z. I'm sorry, Jennifer. What are you sorry for?
Wow, that came out of nowhere.
You've been great, Z. No worries. You've added elements to our show tonight.
Maybe he just messed his one pair of drawers or something. I'm sorry, Jennifer.
I'm sorry.
I
am curious. Hold on, let me go back and see. No, I don't see anything like.
Jen had to leave the
I don't know.
show.
Welcome back.
To fix my face. Welcome back. Oh goodness.
Welcome back,
Dream
Cotter.
till you check it out. Welcome back.
So we're entering the karaoke evening with Embarkation Nation.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Some 80s trivia, which Mike seems to be an expert at.
Mike,
I know
I
y'all
really-
are trying to say that I cheated because
Mike, were you even
No.
around in the 80s?
The Kahoot does stop people from cheating because you got to
Yeah,
be able
no.
to get this.
You did it too fast, Mike. You didn't cheat, and you had like a high score. It was like you had to know it. Trust me, I was watching you.
Yeah, I know.
Bill, this is gonna be the title of my
I
live.
mean, I don't want to mention that 3 weeks in a row that I've won, and this one being the doubler.
Well, again, okay, we're going to talk about 3 cruise ships, and of the 3 cruise ships that you were going on, it's like that. How unfair was that?
Bill, you had a show about those 3 cruise ships.
Yeah,
I've never been on either one of them. That's what he
watched your
cruised.
show. I watched your show, Bill.
Yeah, no, you didn't watch my show and got those answers. You watched those. That's you. Every ship you went on, it's like, whoa, Caribbean, and they do this, that, and the other. I've never been on. Well, I've been on one a long time ago, but again, it was like, you couldn't pitched a little softer softball with that.
Just because one of the questions was Clock Family Adventures is hosting a cruise.
How could that be one of the
On which
questions?
ship?
I didn't make that question. Mine
How
was
could
over
that be one of the
Love Boat.
questions?
My trivia was over the Love Boat, which I had to go watch the episode of that day because I'd never seen it.
Oh, the Love Boat got me because I didn't know any of that stuff.
I knew a little bit of it, but not a whole lot,
That's
apparently.
where our room is going to be too.
Oh, Randy tried to play it off saying he watched it when he was a kid. I was like, kid Randy, come on now.
Ah,
He might have. It came out in 1977.
Maybe I'm older than I think I am.
Well, I did make the 80s trivia a little easy. I wasn't sure if everybody would know 80s music.
you have to make the last 2 or 3 questions hard to give people that are losing a chance to catch up.
Yeah.
Okay, the last question can't be what date is Mike Clock's cruise leaving out on? That can't be one of the last questions.
Would you?
It could be a good question if Mike wasn't in the game.
Jealousy will get you nowhere, Bill.
I know. I do sound real jealous, a little bitter over here.
Bill, on Carnival, who won that trivia?
Well, that really wasn't fair either. You could ask all kind of Carnival questions. Yeah, I got a Carnival map right here. Whatever ship. Oh, there, that's the ship. I got it right here. That really wasn't fair, but I won, so I didn't complain.
Y'all are too funny. I will take the honest reviews to my co-host, and we will make them harder. But I made the Alaska one hard, and people were like, "This is hard."
Well, good.
The scores were like 300.
Good. That way you leave people a chance to get it. I mean, basically, if you miss one question on these other ones, well, it's over.
Bill, you didn't know 80s music? I even put a French question in there.
I got that one right, but no, a lot of them I didn't know. I mean, I'm really literally up there guessing.
I did it to where you could sing. I love rock and roll.
You know what? No, I mean, I didn't miss a lot of them, but I messed up on the Footloose one.
Oh, you put loose?
Footloose, and I put loose and not footloose. I mean, I messed up on that one. I knew it, but I messed up on it.
Bill, it's the name of the song.
I
Footloose.
got it, Jennifer. Okay, I already beat myself up. I don't need you to beat me up tonight, too.
My bad. My bad. Sorry.
My goodness. I'm
That
still
was not
mad
the-
about that one.
Not the one I thought people would miss.
I mean, again.
Well, okay. Well, I haven't made the 90s music trivia, so I will take all these pointers in mind.
And can we make sure we get can we can we make sure we get the answers that are correct this time too? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, again, I'm looking at this question and it's like, how did I miss that question? I mean, I know that question's right. I'm just saying.
I'll take the feedback. I'll take the feedback. We cruise,
But I
fly,
was so
and
far
pack
off the
cheap
game
as
by
well.
then, it didn't matter. Yes.
Welcome back, Will G.
See, look, I'm trying to get
You
back
missed
to
an
cruising.
entire segment on how much underwear to pack and all kinds of funness in this.
Well, gee, apparently it's not as much as you think.
Hey, Bill, just so you know, the second trivia, I got the first question totally wrong, and I still came back and won.
I saw you come back. You were nowhere on the board, and I said,
I
Mike
wasn't
came
on
back
the
strong.
board.
All right.
Y'all are too much. Y'all are, I love your
I
feedback.
probably will not be there this week.
Oh, Bill, you have a chance.
Oh, what's
See,
that mean?
see?
Ooh.
Oh, see, now you just insulted me. So
No.
he's not gonna be there, so I have a chance. So you saying I can't beat him? Okay, see that ouch.
Oh,
that was a hit below the belt right there.
Oh,
Mike,
so
you got to
sorry.
show up, Mike. That was a shot below the belt right there.
I'm gonna see what's happening on Thursday in Vegas.
I'm still. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out there, Mike. I really do want to just make it out there.
Should I make the questions over Vegas, Mike, while you're there?
Ooh, that
Saturday,
would be a good one.
Haven't y'all been to Gallagher's Steakhouse?
No.
Gallagher?
Okay.
Is that the Brazilian one?
Steakhouse. I just know I got reservations there Saturday night, 7:15.
We ate at a Brazilian one, I think near Harris, but I can't remember.
I usually, when I go to a steakhouse there, I go to Circus Steakhouse or Binion Steakhouse.
The two cheapest ones on the.
Come on, Mike! Don't call me out like that, Mike. My goodness,
Oh,
where did that even come from, Mike?
poor Bill.
My goodness,
I like the way you're thinking. I like the way you're thinking.
Wow, those. Let me look up those steakhouses.
Binion's is the one that's
really
on the
love
side of the building, $7.99 or $9.99.
Oh no! These steakhouses. No, this. If you want a cheap steak, you can go to Ellis Island. They probably have.
Yeah, I've been there too. I've done that one too.
No, but
I've had that steak.
Believe it or not, in Circus, their steakhouse is a real steakhouse. It doesn't belong in Circus.
Okay, gotcha.
No, it does not. You're walking through Circus, and then you're like,
I think the Fremont's the one that has that cheap steak, the $7.99 or $9.99.
Fremont down, yes. They have that sign on the side, yes. Mm-hmm. I haven't done that one, but I would do it. I'm all about the cheap food.
We do it. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not the quality it used to be like when we went again 10 years ago, but it's not bad. Let's see. Bill has a ship on a stick, so that he must be good at trivia. Thank you. Yes.
No. I got lucky a couple times. A lot of people didn't show up, and maybe did sports trivia, and I got one of those medallions too. But no, I'm not good.
See that? See that right there?
Oh, I see that.
That's a ship on a stick.
I have one somewhere. I missed the trivia.
I didn't win that though. My wife did.
Met a friend, a local. Did you know that they do in Camp Ocean, Bill? Just so you know, in Camp Ocean they do like different trivias and stuff, and they give the kids the little medallions too. Like, and it's like, do you know?
How do you think I got this one? Some little kid was walking around with it. I just snatched it.
Snatched it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, do you know what? Oh, would you like an ice cream cone for that? Okay, I'll get you an ice cream cone. Thank you for the medallion.
Chloe knew all her colors and shapes, so she got 2 of them. I was like, I didn't know they get. Yeah,
cool. That's awesome.
just so when you go with your granddaughter. And Will G would like to know when you go to Vegas, Mike.
Leave Wednesday. Be there from Wednesday to Wednesday.
Why did
So
I read that Magic Mike?
4th to the 11th.
Magic Mike.
I mean, I tend to get that people mix me up with that all the time.
Magic Mike is something different.
I mean, that's what I do when I go out to Vegas.
That's how you force the cruises.
That's correct.
We are at Casino Royale in the front of the Venetian. $2.50.
$2.50 hot dogs. Yep.
And White Castle. Oh,
White Castle, we hit at midnight.
Huh.
Andrew and White Castle. Like, I seriously believe, like, one of our whole half of vlogs, Andrew being like, White Castle! Of course, he was on Fremont Street and had been there for a couple hours, so, you know. White Castle hits differently.
We're staying at the Link right there, right couple places down from the Casino Royale.
Yeah, but used to be Imperial Palace.
Yeah, and there's kind of like this, like, it's kind of like a hole-in-the-wall casino right next to White Castle. And my mother-in-law, she won.
Casino Royale.
That's it? Okay. Yeah, my mother-in-law loved that one.
They're getting ready to redo the tower, the hotel tower.
Okay.
That's what I've read.
I didn't know it was based in Columbus, Ohio either. My mom's from that area. She's from Ohio. I think it's Columbus. She grew up on Lake Erie, so wherever that's at. Which I know it's probably in a lot of areas, but you know what I mean. Don't judge me. It's been a while since I've been in geography of the states.
Can you go back up? Did I miss somebody asking a question as far as Z? Who sings the thing for 2 movies? Kenny Loggins. Did somebody ask the question?
Z is actually he's poking you a little bit because that's Footloose.
Got you. Who sings the thing for? Okay, 2 movies. Well, again, I didn't understand because I was thinking Top Gun with Kenny Loggins. Danger Zone.
Kenny Loggins did a bunch of theme songs back then.
Blake Shelton. I don't even know who that is.
What?
I've heard the name before, but I don't. If you ask me to name one song, I could name a song he does. I nothing about him.
What?
I'm sorry, and I'm assuming it's a him, but I don't know.
It's a him.
Yeah.
He's married to Gwen Stefani. He's on The Voice.
Okay.
He sings.
He was on The Voice.
Okay, what's his most popular song?
I mean, it depends on like when you go back. I mean, like Austin or Old Red is like his older songs. He's
He
from
actually has a restaurant called Old Red in
There's a
Tishy.
restaurant named Old Red, a bar. Old Red.
I got a whole nother story about Old Red.
Oh.
It's kind of crazy. He's got an Old Red restaurant in Tennessee, and we went there. Was the one? I think it's the one in Tennessee we went to. And for parties of 6 or more, they charge a 18% large party tax, and that 18% does not go to the waiter or waitress. It goes straight to the house.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Yes,
Wow.
exactly. When I found that, the waitress was the one telling us, like, look, this is what they do, and we don't really like it that much because this should be coming to us. I said, yeah, I agree with you. That, unfortunately, you tell me that, I'm not going to come here anymore because I don't really agree with that.
Oh.
That's when you have part of your party sit at another table and split it up.
That's what we did in Vegas, remember?
It'd be one thing if they didn't have. We had 6, and it was a table for 6. It'd be different if they had to push 2 tables together.
No, I get it. Mike Gallagher Steakhouse is okay, but overpriced and overrated. Go to the Golden Steer. It's old school Vegas and amazing.
Okay, so you know
I like-
which one it is, Mike Gallagher.
I like old school Vegas.
I do too. Blake Shelton is a country singer. Yes.
Mhm. See, Najuma knows.
Blake
Hey.
Shelton played the theme song for NASCAR and NBC a couple years ago.
What's NASCAR?
Oh, you
Oh,
went on
you
a
know what NASCAR is because you went on.
Actually, I went on
You're
a.
the only one that's been on a NASCAR themed cruise.
I was about to say I went on a NASCAR theme cruise. I don't know much about it, but I did meet a lot of fun people, and we partied.
He did a song for Caddyshack. That's insane. That's right, Will G. I forgot about that.
Nope, no clue.
I don't know who. What? Oh, Bill, that's gonna be a trivia question.
Mark it wrong for me already. I got it. I got 25% chance usually. Make it a true or false, so I got 50% chance.
I mean, she's got to give me as many questions as I can hit out of the park. Try to.
It's not me doing
One-sided.
the trivia for on our. It's not me this week. It's Andrew. So.
Is it drinking Andrew or just Andrew?
You want me to get him liquored up?
I'll get them
He's
liquored up. I think
okay.
we have some good questions. If you get them liquored up, I think we have some great questions.
Might not have the right answers. We'll have some great questions.
That's okay as long as we get good questions.
Bill's like, I just want to see Andrew drunk.
I do. I really do. Hey, Andrew, so just listening to him sing and party, I can't wait to get him on a cruise.
I think one of the questions should be, when's our next live?
Ooh, ouch. Ouch. That was a shot.
Are you asking me or Andrew?
I mean, my goodness, that was a shot at somebody, Andrew.
Woo.
That was a shot at
Andrew.
somebody.
Andrew, when's our next live?
Mhm.
No clue.
Jennifer. Let me ask Jennifer. Oh, goodness. Oh, okay. He used to live in Vegas, but now he rents. That would be a great group cruise. I'm all right.
I'm all
Ain't
right.
nobody worry about me.
See, I know that song.
Yeah, he redid it.
But that who? Kenny Loggins?
No, that's Kenny Loggins. That's
Oh,
not the Footloose song.
No, that's
That's the
Caddyshack.
theme from Caddyshack.
No,
Okay.
Blake Sheldon. I don't even know his name. Sheldon, whatever his name is.
he used to have a mullet. Like, now he doesn't. He's got.
I got to admit, I don't listen to a lot of country,
Okay.
and I don't watch a lot of NASCAR. But I do. I love Johnny Cash. I can listen to Johnny Cash all day long.
Look, you've shook me so much my camera's not even in focus anymore.
You broke it.
I'm broken.
I've been known to break a few cameras.
Oh, I fixed it. Wait,
Yep, there it
Okay.
is.
I see. Quit moving. So back to liquored Andrew. Like, what kind of level of singing do you want, Bill? Because
I think he needs to see Vegas, Andrew.
nobody needs to see Vegas Andrew.
Yes, a Vegas Andrew. Vegas Andrew. That's a good Vegas
No.
Andrew.
Y'all know how much footage I have to cut out to not show Vegas Andrew? Like, we had, oh my gosh, nobody even goes and watches those videos because they're like a year and a half old. Nobody knew us then. But I had to cut out so much of him on Fremont Street because he's just, I mean, I don't even know that it's the right song anymore. He's just freaking singing. I'm like,
Huh. Singing, having a good time. Huh. Who wants to see that?
So he went to this music thing with his mom, and I were sitting at some slots, and so he went with his stepdad to this music thing, and his stepdad thought they were going to go see like the 70s and 80s music, I guess, which is on one side of like the Golden Nugget, but Andrew took him to like this 90s 2000s music, and Andrew was like having the time of his life, and Mark comes back and he's like, I don't know, he made me listen to some crap. I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, okay, Mark. My grandfather was Johnny Cash's personal pilot in the 70s.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool. See, that could be a trivia question. Y'all are too funny. Y'all crack me up.
I have to I'm debating on putting my bachelor party video on the
Oh boy.
members only video.
Oh, I'm a member.
Oh boy. I might have to be a member for that one.
I think that's the intent.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's some good ones. There's 3 of them.
Oh. Oh boy. Are they in Vegas?
Atlantic City,
Oh.
Close enough.
trashy Vegas.
Eastern Vegas.
Country Vegas.
No, trashy Vegas.
I thought Tennessee was country Vegas. I don't think I've ever been to Atlantic City.
Yeah, you're not really missing much anymore. They're trying to do some things to clean it up, but you don't want to walk a couple blocks off the street. That's for sure. Off the boardwalk.
Vegas is kind of that way too.
Boardwalk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've been to some
Even
sketchy
Fremont
areas
was
in
kinda
Vegas
scary.
and didn't have any problem.
I do it. I do it all the time. There used to be a little hotel right off Fremont Street, heading down Vegas Boulevard. Instead of going left, you go right, and I forget what the name of the street is. But there used to be a little casino down there. I used to love to go to. It had like $2 blackjack. I mean, I wouldn't put a lot of money in there, but
Yeah.
again, you pull out $100. I mean, the pit boss is really looking at you. It's like, what are you doing here?
Well, y'all know where the neon graveyard is?
Never been. Nope.
Okay.
No.
We walked there, and it's like when we got there, the people said, "You walked here?" Like, yeah. It's like, I would definitely recommend you all taking a cab back from here, especially since it's gotten a little later. Because we got there like right when it closed. We finished our tour at closing time, which is like midnight or something.
Oh.
But Neon Graveyard's cool. That's definitely something you should check out at some point. They have 2 sections of it. One does a lot of the signs. You go in there and they got all the signs lit up. You can take pictures of it. You can't video. You can take pictures though, many as you want. And they tell you a little history of each one of the signs. And then the other section, which is a different tour, they do a light show where they get the signs going off the different music and stuff. I haven't done that one yet. That's correct.
They won't let you videotape it, huh?
No.
Huh.
It's I guess they think that if you show it, then people aren't going to come look at the stuff, and all the mission is to restore the signs. It's an actual museum. Some places are like that.
Z's reliving the good days of the 10.5-hour marathon.
Those were just crazy days.
Andrew drank on those.
He did.
I don't think he sang to you though.
That was back before I really knew him, so I didn't know him like I kind of know him now, and I see how Andrew is. He was a little reserved back then, even though he was drinking. He still was a little reserved.
Oh yeah, y'all have gotten Lisa and Tony can tell you how Andrew is. They can vouch.
Well, if there's no video, it didn't happen.
Vegas
right.
Andrew is a little much. Vegas Andrew's a little. I've almost left Vegas Andrew in Vegas a time or two with Vegas Andrew. You just figure out your own way, buddy. I'll meet you at the hotel.
I can honestly say I've been to Vegas for more than 30 days, and I've never been drunk in Vegas.
Get out of here.
Yep.
Well, fun fact: I've been barred from a casino in Vegas.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
All these videos.
Yeah, no. Well, it's security footage, but it's no video.
uh-oh.
Yeah, Mr. Armstrong. Yeah, you're no longer allowed back in here. Have a good day.
What hotel is it? I'm kidding.
Well,
You know what happens in Vegas is supposed to stay in Vegas, but
you would think so. You would think so, but
If
because
it's a
the
chain,
hotel
it's not going to.
but because of a chain, I see now. I'm about to tell where I'm at. But over in Windsor, Canada, in Windsor, Canada, they have Caesars. It's down here in Michigan. There's Canada is like 15 minutes away from me.
okay.
Only place in the United States where you have to drive south to get to Canada. That's Detroit. But I digress. I go to Caesars, and what did I go win something, or I did something, and like exchange my money or something, and it's like it's taking a real long time, and then they came over and talked to me. Have you ever been to in Vegas? Yeah. Well, yeah, we see you on the no-fly list here, buddy. I'm like, what? I mean, what are you talking about? And they started talking to me. I said, I didn't do anything. I was with a group. I didn't do anything. Long story short, they checked and they said, yeah, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Oh, he got lucky because
Yeah.
one of the guys that are supposed to be on this guy's trip is no longer allowed at any of the MGMs. So,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least they didn't
Yeah.
take you to the back room.
Yeah, well, in Vegas, they did.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not the best story.
Just don't use the Players Club and they won't know it.
Well, we don't have any of those kind of Vegas stories. We're kind of tame, I guess.
Huh.
It doesn't look like your head was put in a vice. So,
Oh no, nothing like that. No cheating and gambling, nothing like that. Just a little bit too much alcohol and a little too much fun. But again, not me. People I'm with, but I'm there, so it's like it's kind of a
I've
group,
heard that
5 or 6 people.
I've heard that one before.
I know it sounds good. No tape, no, because nope, wasn't me. It was them.
Yeah.
Guilty by association.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that my brother, I've kind of talked about the Fremont story a little bit, but I will have to say I've had to go back and clean a hotel room the next morning while extremely, extremely, extremely hungover. And so Andrew had this, we had to throw Andrew's stuff away. He had this autograph hat by Dropkick Murphys. He loves them. And he had this, and we couldn't save it. It was so ruined from the alcohol. Yeah, it was rough. And enough to where I had to take him back to Dropkick Murphy so he could meet them again. But anyway, long story. But yeah, there's nothing like having to pick up the little cinnamon bunny cards off the floor that, like 3 men have just thrown up like confetti all night because they were collecting them like players cards, like like Pokemon cards. You collect like, oh, I've got cinnamon.
Gotta collect them all.
Yeah, I gotta collect them all. Well, Andrew, Justin, and Jimmy were like throwing them up in the air like confetti, and there was like goldfish everywhere. It was, my mom and dad were mad. They were like, they never went to Vegas with us again. Man, my dad was
Fun fact: those cards actually work.
Oh.
So I hear.
Oh. You know what? We're gonna know if Z's still in here in a minute.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
Z would be in heaven.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
What's Cinnamon's number?
That sounds like something we did in Louisiana.
Clock.
I've had some funny times in Vegas. I really have. I mean, you're talking about that. Imagine being in a suite at Caesars, and this is not. I didn't get barred from Caesars, believe it or not, but Caesars, and they have like in the suite they had like these statues, and having crazy group trying to put them back together because they kind of got damaged. Hey, it's a long story.
Oh.
I've had some crazy times in Vegas. I'm lucky never to have been locked up.
It's always the quiet ones.
I know, right? It seems that way. It seems that way. And usually it's not me, it's the people that I'm with. Really bad influences. Really bad influences.
Oh yeah.
I used to say that to my dad too.
Well, that's
Dad,
my
it
story.
wasn't me. I don't know why they got busted for shoplifting. It wasn't me. It really wasn't me, but
No, never anything like that. No, nothing. Just being young and you know, drinking and loud and kind of destructive.
that's more my brother. I remember this one time, my brother, my parents were like, when we went to that same Vegas trip, my brother was going through a divorce, and it was kind of a celebrated divorce on our end. And remember Nemo, Lisa?
Yeah.
And so he was divorcing Nemo, and we were celebrating it. Well, my brother kind of went on this wild streak for a little bit, like divorced and single, you know, and lived with his lived with a group of guys. And so anyways, he brought a couple of those guys, you know, we each got to bring some friends to Vegas. And my parents were really worried about Justin. They weren't concerned so much for me and Andrew. So when after Justin broke his, you know, messed up his nose, they were kind of relieved, thinking, okay, he's out of commission. We don't have to worry about him. They didn't know Andrew, the quiet one, was going to be the wild one of the night. And Justin's other friend who came with him to help celebrate his divorce, they didn't know the two quiet ones were going to be the wild ones. It was, but you know what? You live once.
You do.
Yeah.
Vegas is a good town. If you have a little bit of money, Vegas is a great town to be in because it's almost like anything goes.
Yeah. Go to the ABC store. If you do mess up your room, go to the ABC store, get some stuff kind of cheap. You know, you can kind of clean it up my brother called me. We were at the Wynn. My brother's called me. He's like, they've knocked on the door twice. When are you going to be here? I'm like, Justin, I'm hungover. I'm trying to get the Red Bull out of my hair. And he's like, I need you to come help me. He's like, I don't want to have to call mom and dad. I'm like, aren't they staying at the plaza? He's like, yeah, they're coming too. I need you and Andrew to hurry up. I'm like, well, we're hungover. We'll be there in a minute. We got it. Yeah. See, Mike? You got to expect some good pro videos this week.
Fremont Street Fremont Street. It's really changed. You know, before it's just gotten crazy now. I mean, before it was just the old hotels and go down there and you had the light show. But now they get they're trying to make it like an attraction in itself with all the stages and the music, and then they put the circles down there for the performers. See, again, they made it where it's too crowded and just too many people down there. And in the neighborhood that it's in, the people that are down there aren't the most desirable people that you want to be around. Well, most of the time.
Last time we were there, it was just opening up after COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was jam packed. And what I thought was funny about the whole thing was the place where I worked. We went and stayed down there for a week. Fremont Street, no masks, no nothing. That was all okay. But because we flew on a plane that required a mask to and from, I had to quarantine, not because I was at Fremont Street for a week, but because I flew on a plane, I had to quarantine for a week and then go get tested.
Right.
I mean, that
was like early 2021.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Some of that stuff is just crazy.
Yeah, circulated clean air, and I had to.
That was Chloe's. That's where I was not parent of the year. I took Chloe on her first trip to Fremont Street. We saw Las Vegas Mickey.
I was actually talking about the stroller to my coworkers this week.
I'm pushing the stroller down Fremont Street. Hold on, baby. Mommy's at the slots.
You'll be okay. Well, that's our kids when I was on a cruise ship. I would always I would play blackjack, sit right by the aisle where, you know, you pass through to go. And I'm hey, I'll be here for a little bit. So if you need anything, okay,
That was
Dad,
my
I'll be
mom.
back.
That was my mom and dad. Like, and we knew not to really, we didn't really, and we knew not to really bother them with like non-important things. Like you interrupted my gambling because you got an ice cream cone. Like, don't bother me with that. Like, does your brother all right? Yeah, he's fine. Okay, well, here's $20. Y'all go have fun. Whatever.
Right. But that little selling sign cards and use in the game rooms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they knew it's like, well, Dad's at the casino. If he wins, he's gonna come back and play. Guess which hand?
Yes,
And
the money fairy.
they couldn't wait for me to come back. And then I come back, hey kids, we're gonna have to tighten our belts. Oh, Dad had a rough night at the casino.
Yes. So my mom, when we went on the Dream in 2015, the money fairy knocked because my brother and I had a room right next to each other, and the money fairy was knocking on both of our doors. I knew that meant something good, and so my mom was like, "Come with me." I'm like, "Come with you?" She's like, "I need you to walk with me. I'm nervous." I'm like, "Nerve? How much did you win?" It's 3 a.m. How much did you win?
I know, right?
Oh, he's still here.
Hey.
Hey, Z. I think he's a little delayed though. Z, if you hit the live button, it'll cut you up.
It was so funny. Vegas. I won money in Vegas, and my buddies, being my buddies, and I probably told you the story, but again, they started acting like they were my bodyguards, and I won like $9,000, and walking around, and I mean they're literally acting like my bodyguards. So I had a date with me, and they were single, 2 guys. So they're our bodyguards, and people want to know who we are and stuff. And then I had to go to the store. It was like a little store. I forget what it I don't know what hotel it was, but it was like a convenience store in there. Well, they acting like my bodyguard, so they shut the convenience store down so we can go in there and shop. And I think we got like, I don't know, I think she got some cigarettes or something. I got some gum. So they shut it down so we can get it. And people, who are you? Who are taking pictures? Who are you? Who are you? It was a lot of fun. It was kind of creepy, but it was a lot of fun. Went to a nightclub on top of Rio Hotel. They have a nightclub that rotates, or at least a restaurant or something that rotates up there. And doing the same thing. And I'm sitting at the bar, and the bartender trying to find out who I am. I'm telling them I'm nobody. The girls coming up to me and they want to party. We know we can get some party supplies. And I'm a little naive. What do you mean party supplies? And then they kind of explain it. It's like, yeah, no thanks. No thanks. So it was most fun I ever. Well, see that wasn't even the most fun I ever had in a casino or in Vegas. The most fun I ever had was going with a buddy of mine who had a tech company, and he was doing a business trip, and he had to spend some money. And we went to see the Pacquiao De La Hoya fight. And so I had a date, and we had tickets. The tickets were $1,500 a piece. And this is, I don't know, this is 10 years ago, 10 years ago, 12 years ago. $1,500 seats, and they weren't even really good seats. And I mean, he's just more money than he knew what to do with, I guess. So we go to a nightclub at the Bellagio. It used to be called, I think, the Bank, or I don't know what it's called now. And we go in there, and it's like 6 or 7 of us. And we run up like an $8,000 liquor bill. We had table service. They had a liquor bill. P. Diddy is sitting right over there. And I mean, we had a lot of fun. We were big wigs. Most fun I ever had in Vegas.
That's cool. That's so cool. I haven't had those experiences. Maybe someday, like if I ever win the Powerball,
I've never won like that.
Oh,
my mom does. I haven't. I've never even had a write up. So mad.
Really? I find that hard to believe. Never a write up.
Never a write up. I've won, but never all in one spin. I mean, I've walked away a couple times with some good money, but never in one spin. I keep telling my mom. My mom's like, "You don't want to write up. You want to win like how you win, because then there's taxes."
Yeah, you don't have to report it.
Yeah, but I'm like, no, I want to be so excited I forget my social. I told you when she hit that 12,000, it was like 12,000. I want to say $12,500, something like that. She thought she was having a heart attack.
Really?
Yeah, my mom. Oh yeah, it was. My dad had just passed away. Probably, Lisa, what was it? About a year, maybe 6 months to a year.
Yes,
And
about a year.
about a year, and I took her for her birthday, and she was playing on his machine that he always played on, and hit. She knew she lined it up, like she knew she hit meltdown, 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 but she didn't. She thought she just won like this, 1,000 or whatever it was. But when it started flashing 12,000, she said she didn't know what to do. Like she just stood there in shock. Like, and then it dawned on her. She just hit the progressive line, and she said she just. I mean, she said her hands hurt too. She thought she was gonna go into cardiac arrest. She she kept calling me, but I was already asleep in the room. So then she comes up to the room, and she comes in real loud. My mom's not usually real loud when she comes in the room. And she comes in real loud, and I had Chloe asleep beside me, and I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, Jen. And I'm like, I'm thinking like she just murdered somebody at Windstar or something. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, I'm like asleep. It's like 3 a.m. She always went at like 3 a.m. 1, 2 in the. And I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, and she just like throws all these hundreds on the bed. I'm like, are those hundies? She's like, those are hundies. I'm like,
Wow.
how much did you hit? And she tells me, and I'm like, and she's like, this is after they took out taxes. And I'm like, well, fan them out. Let's take your picture on the bed before you spend them. We have pictures of Chloe laying across the bed with all the hundreds around her. I was afraid
that
to
must be the
post.
thing people do when they win money.
I was afraid to do it. I was afraid to post it though. I never posted on social media, but definitely
For some reason, $600 bills on the bed doesn't really have that same appeal.
No, not the same as like 8,000 to 9,000. I mean, Chloe was so small at the time. Well, it had to. Okay, so my dad passed away in 2018. Yeah, it was maybe 2 years after he died. But she was so small, we could just like do a whole shape around her. Yeah, no.
It is a different feeling in Vegas when you hit like that. But again, my whole life I've never got too excited, never got too sad. It's always really calm. So it was like when they came up to me, and I've done it a couple of times on Vegas. But again, I mean, no excitement, no. I'm not really showing any emotion. And it's like, you won, right? Oh, no, I won. Hey, it's just always been like that, just kind of even kill.
Yeah.
What's funny to me is I'll kind of be like that. I get kind of excited, but what's funny to me is like when I'm playing those big machines and Andrew's like nervously standing above me, and he's like, "You gonna make that bet?" Yeah, I'm gonna make that. Go away. I got you your free mocha.
Exactly.
I got you your free mocha getaway. Like, and then he's lingering at the door because he's worried, like how much I'm about to cost him on the cruise. And then when I hit, he comes like, "Good job." Yeah.
I hate that, having somebody behind you, like your date or your husband or your significant other, and looking at you, watching you play.
Lurkers.
Usually, here's some money. Go play. Go do whatever you want to do.
That's how so my brother and I purposely lurk my mom so we can. Mom, what are you
I just
doing?
give up and go back to the room.
No, you sit behind me at an empty slot machine playing on your phone. And then I'm like, are you ready to go?
That's
whatever you are.
That's what Andrew does too. So with my mom, like if she's on a cruise, if she's on a cruise with us, she's like, look, I want to smoke, I want to drink, and I want to be at the machine. If I make it to dinner, I make it to dinner. That's kind of her rules. You might, if you see her at the pool on a sea day, she either needed a break, or she's down and mad. But anymore, that's how she is. Used to, we would all go do the fun. Oh, let's go to the shows, and yeah. Now she's like, I just want to. She doesn't get to cruise as much as she used to. She's like, I just want to stay here. But I know it's late. It's like 1:20 for y'all. Clock, you've been out and about all day. Are y'all okay if I end it? I know we have 12
This is
people.
your life. You're asking us. This is your life.
Well, I don't want to be up here by myself. That would not be as entertaining.
It would be. You don't give yourself enough credit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I haven't seen any chats in a little bit, so about 6
Think
minutes.
everybody fell asleep on us?
I think Z fell asleep on us.
I think Z said something about sure Bill. See, Z, the difference between me and you is I can tell the truth. I'll tell you what happened. You don't have to, hey, oh, that doesn't, that, yeah, it's the truth.
Z's probably struggling because he doesn't watch NFL.
No, he does. He does. He said he did. Because I was questioning him every time he tell me about a Dallas score. I would question him until he finally admitted he watches the NFL, and I haven't asked him since. But again, he was telling those stories that he wasn't watching the NFL, and I wouldn't let it go. I wouldn't let it go.
Andy caught up.
You caught up to Z?
Yay, Z!
Z, thanks for hanging out with us.
Z's so excited about the Jubilee. He can't sleep probably. He put a video out. He's packing now.
Najuma's still here too.
Wow.
What's going on here, people? Najuma.
Amazing. Well, Najuma, Z, whoever else is in chat, do y'all want us to continue on, or would you like for us to go? Clock, if you need to drop off, it's okay. I understand.
I got you.
If you want to
Hey, Najuma, are you still thinking about the World of America? I talked to her about it a while back.
Oh, I haven't booked it yet. Yeah.
You haven't booked that yet?
I haven't. Well, hold on. That's not the Utopia. No, Utopia. I haven't booked the World of America. That's so many cruises out there. But the World of America, I do want to go on.
Bill, get your status match.
Yeah,
I got it already. MSC.
Okay.
Because
so
we're going.
Status match. You'll get the you'll get 5% off or something like that.
Really?
Oh, okay.
So now you'll get more.
It's not the highest level. It's the next highest. Second from the top.
From what I read, they won't match the highest tier.
Yeah, nope, they don't.
Because I got the same thing. I got the gold or whatever it is.
I got it, and I plan on using it. That'd be. But again, I want to do that shit because it's new. I want to do. Hold on, Jennifer's laughing. Let me read what she wrote.
I didn't write it.
Vegas prices going up underwear.
What?
Yeah, keep going. Right. Talk about Vegas prices going up underwear.
Oh, talking about 3 different topics.
Yeah. He blended them.
So Z, boxers or whitey tighties?
It's like
you
it's been a long time since they've been white.
Let's start out white.
Phil, you're not muted. Oh. Find a Vegas from Ohio.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Vegas. I remember back when you could fly to Vegas for $99 round trip. And that wasn't Spirit Airlines. It was not Spirit.
They used to have the little charges because I used to go to Vegas all the time, you back then.
I just sounded like back in my day.
That's what it sounds like.
Back in my day, I could fly to Vegas.
That'll work, Najuma.
Sounds good.
I think right now, it's going to be myself, Embarkation Nation, Will G, Cruise Vet, See Me Traveling,
Armstrong Adventures,
and Warmstrong's thinking about getting on it.
I'm getting on it.
I don't know what O means. Boxers or briefs?
Probably
none. Or?
It might be
the hole. What's the hole that are in them?
I mean, some people do keep them until it's just elastic band and few threads.
I've been there where the band wouldn't stay up. I've been there. I gotta admit.
Just put a little knot in it.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Tie a little knot in your underwear.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Oh boy. We've got more people joining our.
Who's this? Rob.
What's going on, Rob?
Hey Rob, how you doing? Welcome to late
27
night.
days.
Is that it? Wait a second. Oh no, that's when he's leaving because the cruise is 30 days. I mean, this is just October. This is October. I don't even know what
October
day it is.
1st.
Today's October 1st.
No, he's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's
No, there's no-
well, it's
29.
28.
28. Okay, wow. Okay.
Well, Bill, have you started packing yet?
No.
Get that
Sorry,
underwear
Muncie. I just realized that I hadn't approved your wife's thing into the Utopia. I just did it.
Come
That
on,
is-
Mike.
That's going to be an amazing time. We're excited for World America too. Their pricing is much, from what I'm seeing, is a little bit cheaper in Carnival.
Yeah.
Let's welcome in our new member.
Hi.
Welcome in.
He answered your question, Bill. Zilch.
Zilch, what? What was the question?
He doesn't wear any underwear.
Get out of here. We're up here joking, right?
What? Some people wear like just basketball shorts or something. I
Wait.
guess.
He has it one pair for formal night.
Oh, especially if it's a rented tux or something.
Oh no, he doesn't do a tux or anything. Wearing underwear is formal enough.
Well, that is. I am formal. I have underwear on tonight. I beg to differ with you, sir.
Underwear and a bow tie. He's ready.
I do want to get one of those T-shirts that has like the tuxedo.
The tuxedo painted on it.
Yeah.
He's not a Chippendale. Is that what they wear?
I'll have to do that in Vegas.
Chippendales.
Yeah.
If you come
Or
back
do
on
the reversed. Have you seen the reverse guy?
like Chris Farley.
Yeah, he wears the unitard or whatever it's called, the banana hammock with the suspenders.
Oh yeah. No banana hammock.
He says, "Paying me to put clothes on."
Najuma, are you staying out of trouble? Because I hear Bill and Cluck are not. It's been a wild chat if you've been with us from the beginning to the end. We have taken some turns and loops. I have a
Next
feeling.
week will be watch a squirrel.
Oh, okay. What did I miss?
Nothing. You back from your break?
Yeah, getting phone calls.
Who's calling you at 2 a.m?
I know, right? You don't want to know.
Oh. Who could it be?
Oh, Z.
Don't even put that out there, Mike. Don't even put it out there. Okay? Okay? Don't put it out there.
That's when you gotta like, if somebody's calling, be like, "Who dis?" New number.
Answer it. That.
What's up? This has been an awesome live. Well, thank you. I know you're kind of new to our channel, so I was a little nervous. They're not always this comical. And just so you're warned too, when Andrew's on, it's a whole different channel vibe. You've been warned.
He's the reserved one.
Well, on lives he is, yes.
It depends on whether he had anything to drink.
Najuma Brown, you come on now. You're nice.
You are very nice. I've never seen Najuma say anything
That's what she said. She said, Bill and Clark think I'm a nice person.
No,
She's a
that's
nice.
not me. I'm Bill.
What?
Bill, Z, have you hit some Smirnoff tonight?
Come on, man. What? Come on, Z. What does that mean? You're Bill. I'm
No,
Bill.
that's not me. I'm Bill.
Hold on. Let me go back and try to figure this one out.
Zimas are hitting.
Dude, I love Zima. I wish they'd bring it back with some Jolly Ranchers. Yes. You know what?
I booked the hotels a few days ago, and I got a lower rate than the group rate. But I'm not at the same hotel as it. 7 walking distance from the group hotel.
That's like
Got you. I'm not staying at the group hotel either. I'm staying at the Wyndham. I can't remember what it's called.
Be careful about giving your hotels out. That's how you start.
It's Wyndham. You can't get in there anyway.
Okay.
Gotta have a key card.
You're my kind of people, funny and outgoing. Well, thank you. We appreciate you being here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
See, it doesn't work anymore. I'm really not an outgoing person. When you see me in person, I'm just getting comfortable here on lives. But if you see me like on a cruise ship, I'm going to be sitting there minding my own business. And you might come up, ask Tony and Lisa. I'm sitting there, you'll speak, I'll speak, and just keep on walking because I don't know who I'm talking to.
That's because Bill gets random people coming to him like, hey.
Well, I mean, no.
Aren't you Warmstrong Adventures?
Aren't you Warmstrong
Yeah.
Adventures?
No, they don't do that. But again, people are nice, and everybody speaks. But I have been getting like here lately, like people just, I'm sitting down like for lunch and then coming to join me and like sit at the table. And I mean, again, I don't chase them away, anything like that. But again, it's just different. Probably because I'm trying to be a nicer person.
Okay.
I'm proud of you, Bill.
I'm so proud of myself. I really do. I try to be. Again, I've always been a nice person, but just not very inviting.
I can understand that. I mean, I can. I guarantee you, like Andrew and I, we're kind of standoffish. Well, Andrew's kind of standoffish as well. I will talk your ear off. You can sit by me. Don't sit by me at a slot machine. I'll want to know your life story. So where'd you grow up? Where are you from? They're just like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to be quiet while I gamble.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I don't drink when I gamble.
But probably saves you money.
I may have a drink, but with free drinks, it's like not really. I don't want to start drinking. I start making bad decisions.
Exactly.
Decisions. I drink too much.
Yeah, I won't drink. Luckily, I love going over to a friend's house when they're drinking and playing poker. I'm like, oh yeah, you may get you a drink? I got you. I'll get you a drink.
Yeah.
Get them all drunk up. Like, yeah, making good plays right now.
Well, I used to go to that in Vegas. I get a lot of like young college kids playing poker, and they always trying to bluff. Always, no matter what their hand is. Oh yeah, okay, no problem. We can play. Best thing ever happened was bring poker on television, because now everybody thinks they're an expert at poker. They think they're supposed to play every hand.
Yep. I love getting to the tables like that.
That's the way they are too, Bill. Yes, Zima with grenadine. Oh, grenadine.
Grenadine.
Bill sitting there minding his own business and might ask if you can spare an extra beer.
I can. Hey, you want a beer? You can have a beer.
We didn't meet every vlogger on the cruise because we're trying to stay to ourselves and not impose on others.
Yep. And that's where I would be,
I'll be sure to bring some good cigars in case we run into Bill. There you go.
I'll be there.
Yeah. And I'm sure Andrew will be right there too.
Well, I am going to get off now because my wife is having issues falling asleep. She said I'm keeping her up.
Oh, we got to be good because she's not going to let you come back.
Right.
Oh, she will.
Oh,
She's gonna make me start doing this down in the dining room.
See, I would think the same thing. You would have already had a shoe thrown at you by now.
Oh yeah, because Bill can't sleep with the TV lights.
I can't. This would if you were like in the same room.
Yeah.
Her
and I are the same way. I can't sleep with any of this stuff on either, especially with this bright light on right here.
All right.
Let me see how bright it is.
Don't bother me. Once I go, I'm gone.
Oh no, I can't. I got to be pitch dark.
Well, have a great night, Mike. We'll see you tomorrow on
Good
your
night,
live.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yep,
good night.
good night.
I'm going to try to win those magnets.
Only one magnet tomorrow. One magnet tomorrow, and then next one next week.
Sounds
or 2
like
weeks
a
from
plan.
then.
Sounds
So-
like a plan.
I will keep on later.
What's this? Jennifer, you and Z used to hang out at the same club?
No.
I'm just reading. I don't know. I'm just reading. What is this?
I think me and Jennifer did that. I found out she was where to a club I used to go to. I think so. I used to go to
Oh.
Cowboys when I was like 17, which was
Please
in
explain.
2000. So I graduated high school in 2005.
Remember we went on one of our first dates?
So I probably went to Cowboys when I was like 2004 through 6.
And that's where you met Z at?
Oh, yeah.
I've never met Z that I know of.
Oh.
Cowboys might have been in Arlington.
Cowboys Arlington, yeah, like right there
Oh,
on Pioneer,
Oh.
Pioneer 360.
no, it because we
But
went
I was
to
like,
North Denver.
I don't think I've met Z. I think we knew. I know the area. Where
So
Z
you're not sure if you met him or not. You say you don't think.
Well,
Oh.
not since I've been vlogging. I have
It's a
not met Z.
small. It's a small world after all.
Yeah.
Well, Lisa, you laugh. I was talking about Cooper Street in 1987, and Z knew, that was where you hung out. He thought I was there. I said, no, Z, I was almost born on that street.
I was going to say, wait a minute,
Oh.
87. You were born. You were at the hospital off of Cooper Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. 85,
Matlock.
86 on Cooper.
Yeah. Cooper, Matlock. Those of you who are not from Arlington, Texas, you probably don't know what we're
I
talking
went
about.
out there and hung around while everybody did their circles, and I hung out with the Arlington cops.
Yeah.
I was a real partier. Hey guys, what's going on?
What they call it? Cruising down Cooper Street?
Yeah,
Friday night.
cruising Cooper.
Yeah. My mom went into labor at 7 or something and almost had me, because people were cruising down Cooper Street, almost had me on the street.
Well, there were plenty of officers there that could have helped her, so
Probably.
it was packed. Half the force was there.
I'm doing the same thing.
A little choir practice.
What? Wait, I misread that. Clock, don't bring her on the cruise in 27 days, as I'll have you up all night. Oh, have you up all night.
Because she's trying to sleep. Okay.
Yeah, trying to sleep. Take care, Mike. Yeah. This has been fun tonight. I haven't laughed like this on live in a good minute. I mean, sometimes when I'm at home watching, and and lurking around, but not. Z, you still here? I'm afraid to go back to the underwear topic.
Oh boy.
Things you learn about vloggers.
It is funny. I mean, and I really do. I do, because I'm doing vlogs now. I try to watch what I wear. And even like this. I mean, I put it on. It's like, how wrinkled is it? Can they tell? I don't know. Should I put it on? Did I have it on last week? I mean, it's getting ridiculous.
I had to look and see how many lives ago I wore this shirt, because I knew I'd wore it a couple lives ago, but it's clean. We did our laundry, but I don't think people understand that sometimes. So it's like, well, will they know that I wore this a couple lives ago? Will they not?
It's a different world. I told you, I'm buying a whole new wardrobe or maybe not whole new, but I mean 80% new to go on this booze cruise, because I'm running into people now that I associate with on YouTube, and it's like, yeah, you can only wear shirts so many times. It's like, well, I know, I've seen that shirt. I've seen that shirt. He's wearing that shirt again.
Scott asked us for pictures for our thumbnail for trivia, and I'm like, well, Andrew's got like 3 shirts here. Is it Wu-Tang? Is it the Logan one? Or is it the Step Brothers one? He's got a whole closet behind me here. But, those are his 3 faves.
Yep, I know that feeling.
I mean, I'm not even going to tell him because I'm sure he won't watch tonight because he's got to get up early in the morning. But I'm going to, what's the over-under he's on in a Wu-Tang shirt on Thursday?
Oof. Or oh snap.
There's it's a popular phrase now.
Well, I've seen him in that shirt, but see now he got me looking at other pictures. So it's bad. It's bad.
I'm looking at
the one thing I didn't know, clothes and how they go out of style. Like this shirt is old. And people can tell. It's like, well, it's the design of the shirt that you can tell how old the shirt. And I'm like, what? It's a stripe in the shirt. How can you tell the design of it?
Well, that's the Ralph Lauren polo from 2004.
How can people tell stuff like that? I don't know what this design is, but how do you? I've been told more than.
I'll bet you look at your tag tonight and it's Ralph Lauren. Well, not or Nautica. I can't see the symbol.
Well, good. You can't see it because that means you can't see the wrinkles.
I didn't even notice the wrinkles.
It's like a little 2 lines or something. Where's it at?
Oh, I think that's Nautica.
Well, I don't know, but it's an old shirt, and people can tell me how. Well, that's from 10 years ago. Do you have anything from this decade? I'm like, what are you talking about?
I'm looking up Nautica right now. Let's see if it's.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's Nautica.
Look at you fashionista.
I know, right? It's not Kmart. What do you mean?
Bill, you don't
there must have been some kind of sale on that day.
Bill, don't strip on live. That would Marcus and the PG.
Right, take off the shirt.
We don't want to be PG-18. Jay from Hair DJ wears probably 4 or 5 of the same shirts in all their videos. Yeah, I mean, probably because they stay cruising all the time. They just wash them, repack.
Well, but see, again, he doesn't go on live all the time, too. If you go on live 2 or 3 times a week, and then put out cruise videos, even though I haven't put out a cruise video in a while. But again, you just want to mix it up. But some of my favorite shirts, I can't even wear anymore. What is that, underwear?
Completely gone.
You're disappearing.
You're disappearing. I see like a phone.
Yeah, it's the Nautica Classic Fit Deck Polo. It's a blue one though.
Well, again, I bet it's not the one with these stripes on it.
Can we find that one? I can find
Go
things.
look up vintage polos.
Nautica. Let me get on eBay. Bill, you underestimate my searching ability on.
I know I don't. I don't. Not anymore. You shocked me.
I shock you. It was easy information. Is it shocking if people leave the breadcrumbs?
It's not as hard as you think. People like you flash your card or whatever, and I mean people can see your name and they know if you're from Detroit. I mean it's easy to track people down if you want to track them down.
I still wear my favorite shirts from the late 90s, early 2000s, and they have stripes.
I do. Well, it's like the type of stripe or whatever they can tell. Because I mean, I look at shirts, it's like, it's a striped shirt. I guess it's the different types of stripes. The stripes are thicker, smaller, closer together. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's hot for this year and the last year.
Well, it's like Sherry was saying, like, I have to clean out my closet because all the clothes I have are not going to be in style anymore for the office. And I was like, I just put them in there and hope I can fit in them when I go back to the office.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
but again, like for men, a good classic suit, not too wide lapels and stuff. I mean, usually that'll last for a long time.
Lapel.
I mean, pants. Yeah.
I think as long as you don't have like the suede patches on the elbows.
I mean, as long as you don't go crazy and do something weird, like really thin lapels, really big lapels.
I think we lost D again.
Yeah, for just as long as they fit, they're still good.
Yeah.
Well, just wait. You're new to the YouTube world. There's a whole underground community that judges your shirts.
I'm going to be seeing this one a lot because it's really comfortable, and this is my spirit animal right now. So, guess I'm going through a second childhood because my pen has him too. So,
You probably didn't see my. Hold on. You probably didn't see my live this morning, but look, he's on my croc. He's on that one. He's over here. I wore these all day, so I probably should have made sure they were clean first. Sorry.
are those heart holes?
They're Mickey ears.
Oh, okay. I can see that now.
They're hidden Mickey ears, Crocs. Anyways.
They're very cute.
Everybody, I'm gonna have to get out of here real quick.
Oh no!
It's been a pleasure. I know.
You guys, I honestly never noticed your clothes. Thanks, Will G. Thanks for confirming.
It's been a blast.
It's been awesome, guys.
I will talk to you later.
Have a great night. I'll end it.
All right.
Bye.
Be safe.
Be safe, Bill.